Yes, sir. You dig? It's your boy Kosher. You dig? I'm here, man. Listen,
we're live.
We're live, bro. It's a beautiful Monday morning.
Ooh,
Friday.
When you listen to this, it'll be a Friday.
It is gonna be a Friday.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you.
Free Friday.
What's really going on? Tell me it was good.
What?
Niggas getting hit with that K5 blood. Whatever she wrote, but after that, she was giving thought.
Hey, I'm feeling good today, y'all.
That's good.
I'm glad
Love to hear that.
I'm really happy to be here. I want you guys to know that. This is my grounding. I tell you the guys all the time.
I believe it, brother. Actions speak louder than words, my friend. And with Fat Ray, I got asses in the seat. We live.
Microphones in our face.
Come on.
We're gonna keep this shit cooking. We're gonna keep this shit rocking. You guys ready to cook? We got a lot to dig into today.
We have a lot to dig
Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
Let's fucking get to that shit.
Man, it's good morning, y'all.
Good morning, everybody, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning,
Ladies and gentlemen,
This is the Ain't Shit Free podcast. It's
Episode
your boy,
3.
Episode 3. It's your boy Chris. I'm here with my two amazing co-hosts.
Appreciate that. I go by the name of Ev, and sitting right next to me, the big man in the middle.
Brandon, ASF.
Holding down
you know
the paint.
vibes. We're in the building.
Big body.
Pasadena,
Who's got the
California.
elbows? Who's throwing elbows?
Yeah,
You know?
all that. How y'all doing?
I love it. Also for the 3-point, I know we'll talk about it later, but so I don't know if you guys saw the Mavs game yesterday, but they had a specific way of throwing up the 3. Now it does look like they're associated with a gang, but what do you guys think
I was Luka
about
throwing it up because I saw him.
He was throwing it up like that.
Like
He was throwing up the
Like
3. You feel
this.
me? He was draining shit and he was hitting them with that.
He was throwing up the YSL?
Bro.
he was slatted out.
What?
It was looking crazy, and I was like, all right, I respect it. So instead of doing the 3, if it wasn't gang related, that shit's way harder.
I think Luka is just without going too deep into it. He's trying to be different.
Okay, spicy white.
You know what I
Not
mean?
spicy white.
Yeah.
I hate motherfuckers
He's a
that
seasoned
try
white
to be
for sure.
Oh, brother,
but he's
give
not
me a
trying
break.
too hard. You know, like anyway.
That's a motherfucking issue.
I agree.
We're live. It is. We are covering 2 weeks today. I know we
Yes,
had a little hiatus week, so I know
absolutely.
the info might be a little delayed, but we are digging into it and we are giving you all the info ready to cook.
Yeah, before we hop into any music news or talk about our weeks or anything, so to speak, we have to address a few things.
Absolutely.
We
Holy
just want to
shit.
give our condolences and our prayers to the people that lost our lives and that are injured in the Buffalo shooting that happened this past weekend.
Insanity.
Yeah, it's a heavy subject, and
Also the shooting
Prayers
that
out to
happened
you
in
guys.
LA.
Also
at
the shooting that happened in
at
LA.
the shopping center.
Yep, absolutely.
And also at the church.
Yeah.
It's
Been a wild last couple
What
days,
in the
bro.
world?
Yeah.
Hell is breaking loose.
yeah. I mean, I don't know what it is, man.
Not to get too spiritual or anything, but the way
No.
the stars are aligned right now, there's a lot.
This guy. No, but I mean, condolences to all the people that lost their lives, and
Mental
I mean,
madness.
we shouldn't even have to address this. These people should still be here. So I just want to start off and offer up my condolences and prayers.
And just seeing the individuals, man, that shit is just so
yeah,
heartbreaking.
exactly. It's
It's so
grandmothers,
crazy.
grandfathers.
It's just like everything is just so accessible now.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy how you just see everything.
yeah.
No, 100%.
It's just you know what I mean? And so every one of those situations is just crazy.
No,
It's just,
100%.
it sucks. And, condolences and prayers out to the families, everybody involved,
Change needs to happen. I know we say that every single time, but
It's just hard,
we feel it's
'cause
so powerless.
There's people
in
who
the
are
system.
3D printing guns now, and it's you know what I mean? There's Chris said,
that's real.
The accessibility is just through the roof right now, and I think I don't know.
I know, and I mean it's gonna work out the way that they want it to work out because guess what we're gonna have to do to protect ourselves
Yeah, exactly.
because they're obviously not gonna change anything. So guess who's gonna have to strap up?
Yeah, I don't know if you guys talk to the people in your lives, and I don't know other people's statuses if we're registered firearm owners or anything like that, but I always talk to people and I'm like, well, we should at least have at least one gun in the house,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Shotgun?
That might have to be a shotty.
It has to be.
It might
What?
have to be a shotty.
You rocking handgun in your house, the mobility and everything with that is because if they got a gun too and you're running pistol, they can take a bullet and might still be able to wring some shit off.
That's true, but in California, you feel me, the way the laws are.
Can you not own a shotgun in California?
No, you can own a shotgun.
All right, so
actually,
give me my fucking shotgun.
no, you can definitely own a shotgun.
If it's
in
home
California.
defense, I'm rocking shotgun for
Absolutely,
sure. Because I just want to put
Yeah, if
something
it's in the crib, I
gotta
see
put a
that.
motherfucker on
Yeah.
their ass.
I
I gotta chunk. We're going down.
But see, you see the problem with that is that like you shoot somebody with a shotgun in your house and like
You're
then you go to
murdering them
jail
and-
for like murder.
Yeah.
Nah, but is that how the laws are in
The
California?
whole stand your ground law is
It's
not
like very
the same
vague,
in California
right? Yeah,
as it is in like
some
Texas.
for sure.
Shit.
Because in
For sure.
Texas, like you smoke a motherfucker on your property,
You smoke
sign-
anywhere. You smoke someone
somebody on
anywhere.
your lawn. It's,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you signing some papers and going to sleep.
It's like, well, why'd you shoot him? Like,
Also,
I felt like my life was in
shout out to
danger.
Dom Kennedy. I don't know if you guys have.
Oh, I did hear about that.
You
That
know,
he's
there's lawsuit against the city.
Yeah, that's
the
hard.
Los Angeles Police Department. You know, against the unfair gun laws in Los Angeles. So,
Yeah, no, that's
or
super dope.
California. So,
I'm respectable as fuck.
what
Yeah,
else
I guess
is there?
I can intro into my week.
Yeah, let's
since
do
we're
it.
since
Real
we're
quick,
talking
real
about
quick, real quick.
guns.
Jesus.
You know, I had, I feel like when I come onto this podcast, it probably sounds like I'm lying to you folks and lying to you.
You know what's
guys.
crazy? Okay, before you before you go into your story, I wanted to let you know I had a banger tweet that I was gonna send off last night.
Okay.
And I was gonna say I feel like Evan makes decisions in his life so that he can talk about it on the podcast.
Oh, 100%. Oh,
Like,
not a doubt.
Like, you know how some rappers, there's some rappers who like do shit just so they can rap about
right.
it.
100%.
Like Evan is like a rapper, but
Because
he's a
I want
podcaster.
to live
for sure.
my takes, man.
No, for
I
sure.
want to live my
for
stories.
Sure, for sure.
So-
You live your pod, big dog.
And it's ironic because I had nothing to do in this story, but I was still involved. So, anyways, my lovely girlfriend, we were driving to her mother's house to drop off a piece of furniture. And so her mother lives on a tight street, right? So, boom, we're heading down there, whatever. And then this Mercedes makes a left turn and just whips that shit as far into the lane as he can. So, he whips that shit, right? And, you know, my girlfriend, she stops and because they're about to hit him, you know? He's about to hit us. So, boom, we're right there. And so, my girlfriend is a very adventurous individual, for lack of a better term.
Okay.
So, the first thing that she
Did
does...
she roll down the window?
The first thing she does is she makes sure she blocks that bitch so he's not getting through. And she's, you know, she rolls down the window and starts letting him know what's up, you know? And I'm sitting in the passenger seat and I'm like...
your shit.
And, you know, so I'm in the passenger seat just trying to be tough guy or whatever. And then he rolls down his window, right? And I recognize what this is going on. He's got the teardrop tattoo, full on Vato mode. And he's got the blue hoodie on in this...
Was he rocking a baldy?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, he's rocking the baldy.
Baldy with the goatee.
Oh, yeah.
I knew what time it was.
Caesar?
So as soon as I saw that,
It's a
I was
little
like,
spooky.
alrighty. And he's driving a $90,000 Mercedes Benz that's dropped to the ground, blacked out.
Oh,
the windows are
shit.
so tinted, I can't even see what's
5%
going
tint.
on.
Oh, he was on. Oh, okay.
So as soon as that started going down, I was like, all right, let's try to wrap this up. So I'm like, hey, babe, like, let's go. She's like, all right, fine. So as she's walking by, you hear him, yeah, that's right, you fucking bitch. So I see her start arguing, but as she's doing it, she maneuvers with the water bottle. I see what's about to go down. She starts twisting the top off just enough so that she can fling that shit. And she knows it's not her first rodeo, I can tell.
No, but why is that always the go-to?
The water bottle?
Why is it always the go-to?
So as soon as I see what's going down, I start strapping in because I'm like, oh boy, here we go. So I see her throw that shit in the third gear and she fucking says some crazy shit and just Brett Favre's that shit into his window. Just whoo, fucking boom. I just hear the smack on the side of that shit and he fucking boom. So I see him throw that shit, but of course, as soon as all this is, and you know, this is a matter of seconds.
Yeah.
So then my girlfriend fucking slams that gas and we're out of there screaming fast, trying to head down this really tight street.
That's fucked because you guys are on a tight street for sure.
Super tight. So she's fucking, you know, F1 driver out there, hitting all the corners and shit like crazy.
Formula
She's
One.
tucked in. And then bro threw that shit in reverse and he's right behind us on our ass. So she's fucking trying to do all these maneuvers and it's a busy ass street where we were. I'm not gonna say the street, right? Because it's literally like where her mom lives. But we're fucking right there. So then she busts out this crazy U-turn and then he cuts off all the traffic and so now we're in this open 4-lane shit. And he fucking pulls up in front of us, beside us. He's trying to throw shit at us, and then he cuts us off. So now he's in front of us, and we're like swerving because we're in her mom's car because we had a big thing of furniture in the back, whatever. So now he's swerving in front of us, and then like he stops right in front of us, hops out the whip, points at me and says, "Get out the car, bitch." Starts running in the middle of the street at me. She throws it in reverse. She's like, "You better be recording this shit." And I was like trying to fumble with my shit, but I had so many apps open. And this is the part where I'm like, all right, this is getting crazy. So he's running at us. We're going backwards on this busy ass street. And then he like pulls up to our window, and she like swerves around him, and then he takes his sunglasses off, these Gucci glasses, fucking hooks them shits, boom, misses us, smacks the car in the other lane, and then they start yelling at bro. But at this point, we're already speeding off, sweating in our boots, fucking looking at each other like, what the fuck is going on? Long story short, we got evaded it safe. What transpired after that was probably not the best on my end because I blew up like fucking crazy on her because I was like, "Why did you throw the water bottle?"
As you should, because
why did you throw the water bottle?
Common sense.
You know, but
like you're in the moment, you're like, I got your back. But as soon as you're away from that, you're like, you know, that was some dumbass shit we just did, right? Not you, because we're in this together. But
I love her to death, but I know that if hands were gonna start to be thrown, it wasn't gonna be thrown with her. I was gonna be the one catching this fade.
You're gonna be catching bullets,
Loco, brother. I know. Nah, so like, yeah.
He's about to pull out something chunky.
Nah, because I saw him in the
Billy Western in the glove compartment.
I'm not. This is not made up. But as soon as we're driving off, I look in the background because now he's arguing with the motherfucker across, right? And he pops the trunk, and then we turn right, and that's all that I know.
No.
That's all that I know that happened. That's all.
He said, "Vato, you won't believe what I saw."
Say hello to my little friend.
Yeah, so we got out of there safe. Everyone's okay, but yeah, that was one of the crazier parts of my week.
Jesus Christ!
I know it sounds like I'm lying about this shit,
bro.
It was her driving, and then yeah, there was a whole other road rage incident that we got into.
Girlfriend, what do you be doing?
I love you, baby. But she, like I said, adventurous driver, for lack of a better word. She'd be cutting folks off, and she'd be flipping them off.
Let's give her a round of applause for her.
Yeah, round of applause for my
excellent driving skill.
my beautiful lady. Love you, mama.
Hey, at least she'll hold it down, though.
You know what I mean?
No, that's a Fendi fact. Like, when she needs to get
sure.
somewhere in this amount of time, that Impala is getting there in motherfucking time, no doubt.
Getaway driver always? Come on.
I'm always the safe, very tight. I just do everything the right way. If someone needs to get by, hey, let them in. But she is, she's driving. She got bigger cojones than me when she's whipping that shit.
You got lucky from Temple City?
Ha ha ha. Fuck off. All right, you got me.
That's
got
fucked. That's my second hit now. That's fucked.
Acting like I eat pho or something.
It's really like that over there.
All right.
I mean, I fit right in, so it's cool. It'll be all right.
Come on.
But yeah, so that was my week. So how was your guys' week? I know you had a lot.
Yeah, let me just. All right, let's get this out the way.
I'm not tapped in. I haven't talked to you guys since last
Literally, yeah, nah.
So, I think it's only fair we all do one story and then we get into the bullshit, right?
Yeah, 100%.
So there's one thing that I think the listeners should be aware of is I went to a concert with my lovely girlfriend.
Lovely.
And we saw Russ. Was it the Hollywood Theater? Is that what it is?
Hollywood
Bowl? There we go.
Damn,
Hollywood
you were 20 minutes away and then shooting
That's kind
it
of
off.
fire, though.
15, 10.
Fuck if I know. I'm sorry.
It's breaking my heart, brother.
I listen.
You don't love
So
me
we
like
went to go. Shut up. We went to go see Russ, and
just for us, right? There's no openers, no.
so
nothing.
Bia was there.
I go to the thing just to get to the.
But hey, that shit's a hit. Y'all can.
That is a banger though.
No, that shit
And then
is
she's got
hard.
the shit with Cole right now, right? The
Yeah,
London
yeah.
Shit, I
joint.
just heard that for the
That
first
shit's
time the other
fire.
day.
She has another one. What is the other one? I get dripped on the floor when she get nasty.
That's
the
the
one I
Russ
know.
record too. Yeah.
Okay.
But
she's
it was so it was a sold out show.
Wow, that's impressive.
17,000 people. Wow. Like, first of all,
Hats off.
yeah, I was
Selling out the
like,
Hollywood Bowl. That's fire.
yeah.
He's not an independent artist, but yeah.
Apparently, it was the biggest show of his career.
Congratulations, Russ.
Congratulations, I guess. We'll give him a little. All right, we can
I mean,
stop
you were
that
there,
shit.
brother. You were helping him out.
You
so
definitely,
I didn't pay for the
You
ticket.
invested.
Shout out to my girl for real.
you claiming that shit.
But I was like, man, like I wonder what the vibes are gonna be when I get there.
Right.
And as soon as we touched down, so we took the shuttle. We didn't park there because
Makes sense.
the parking situation is fucked over there.
Yeah, that's cool.
So we took the shuttle. As soon as we get off the shuttle, start looking around. Everything starts making more sense. Evan asked me before the pod. He was like, "What was the male to female ratio
I gotta know.
at the concert?" And I was surprised to know it's 1-to-1 because it's one boyfriend and one girlfriend.
Yes, sir.
Watching Russ.
Yes, sir.
The whole goddamn concert is one boyfriend, one girlfriend watching Russ. And to my surprise, there was like, you know, the group of girlfriends going out to go see Russ or whatever. But then there was the dudes.
Because Russ make lit shit too.
Oh, stop. Oh, stop.
Were we not on this pod just a couple of weeks ago talking about that? Fucking...
You want to know what's crazy? Is he didn't perform none of that shit. He
It was
didn't
all slow records,
He
I'm
didn't
sure.
perform anything from the Chomp series. He didn't do none of that shit. Nothing. And the only song I liked by him, guess what?
It was-
with Ricky Rose. You want to hear some bullshit?
Isn't Snoop on that record too?
No, it's just him and Rick Ross. He performed the record
Okay.
a cappella. And he did the first verse only. He didn't even do the first verse. He did the hook. And I'm standing there. I'm yelling. I'm like, play the fucking record. Like, play the fucking beat.
You gotta let him know what time
And my
it is.
girlfriend's like, stop. Like, I'm like, man, these are Russ fans. They're not gonna touch
Yeah,
me.
that
Like,
was going
you got
down.
me bent.
I don't know. The Russ
These
fans might be.
No,
about
these
that
motherfuckers
action.
want to pull the trigger because ain't
Stop.
nobody gonna do it for them. So let me tell you.
They go get the security guards.
Let me-
They go get the live. They go get the Live Nation security guards.
That's cash fucking money.
Come on.
That's cash money.
But I will say, I actually had a better time than I expected.
I'm sure.
I was there with my lovely lady, and it was
always
just
makes everything better.
It's always
And
yeah.
you didn't say what day it was.
It was Cinco de Mayo, yeah. So we did. She did.
You were off your ass.
She did give me some tacos. Actually, I was sober Doberman in that bitch. I should have bought me
Sober Doberman.
Sober Doberman.
I like
sober
that.
Doberman at the Russ concert because I didn't want to bring
Oh,
the pen
no.
because I was like, if this shit get confiscated, I'm gonna be hot.
Yeah. And then,
So I took some hits before the concert, but by the time we got off the shuttle, I was sober.
yeah, cooked.
After all the moving.
I should have took some edibles. That's where I fucked up. But it was a good time to watch her have a good time. You know,
100%.
you love to see the people that you love happy, and that's
Forever.
You know, one thing I will say, and a newfound respect for this gentleman that I don't listen to on an on a daily basis by
Okay.
any means,
Yeah.
is he can really fucking sing.
Really?
He's performing his own.
performer.
He's performing his own records with no backtrack.
On none of them?
No backtrack, and he's when he cuts the beat, he's singing. I'm like, wow.
That's hard.
This guy's really singing. Like he can
He's an artist.
No, you know what I mean. Like,
Good for
like
him.
as much shit as I want to talk about him, and like
Yeah.
you know, it's not even talking shit. It's really not. The music is not for me,
Right. Yeah.
and that's fine.
And that's valid.
That's valid. But he did. He knew I was in the crowd. He said, "Brandon's in the crowd. I can't let him down. I want to make sure he has a good time too."
right. Of course.
So he brought out some West Coast artists.
Hey.
So the first guest was Ty Dolla $ign.
Oh, okay. That's fine. What song they do?
Very fire. They have a song together. I don't know.
Ew.
Something, yeah. But apparently it's his mom's favorite song, and so whatever. Cool. I saw
beans,
Ty.
man.
Ty was cooked.
Yeah.
Ty was cooked.
Baked beans?
He was baked beans, bro.
I mean,
he
you
was,
see the amount of festivals that boy is on.
and like I don't know, there was something with the mics, and like he
Oh,
was
no.
just not hitting these notes. Like
Oh, no.
the gas was fucking him up for sure. He was smoked out.
he was one
But
of the better ones we saw at Rolling Loud. So that's surprising.
exactly. Blast came out.
Oh, that's neat.
That was cool. But they have a record together. They didn't even perform.
What?
Yeah, he performed Wrong or Right.
Fuck boys.
Fuck Boys, yeah, and that sounds cool.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, but
that's a really good
he didn't perform that shit. He performed Wrong or Right. That's cool.
Okay.
Brought out YG. They don't have a record together, but he performed Big Bank and maybe something else. But that was hard.
That's dope.
Cool. And then he brought out Big Sean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and Big Sean performed I Don't Fuck With You and Bounce Back. And you know
I
what?
don't fuck with you.
Fuck it. Those are
You're going off.
smash hit
You're going off.
records.
I mean, those are like, yeah.
Those are smashed hit records.
I
you
never
know?
realized how big bounce back was.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
In retrospect, like that shit
It's
was
crazy.
huge.
And Absol came out.
Wow.
Yeah, super weird.
They have a song together.
They do have a song together, but why is Absol? I mean, fuck it. If that's his homie, that's his homie. You know,
I
Like,
respect it.
All good.
Because Kendrick don't fuck with him no more.
Nah, we're gonna talk about that. But my concert experience for us was like, for the expectations I had.
Yeah. It surpassed.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the fact that you were sober and it still surpassed.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
pretty
Like,
good.
and you know what? I was able to sit down. So
You get some
Cool.
drinks?
Hollywood boy.
oh, Bia smoked that shit too. She's a performer,
I mean,
and without saying too much,
she did not look good.
she's up there.
No, she's not. Stop.
She's up there, bro.
Don't
I'm
do
not, bro.
Fuck outta here.
bro. Bro.
Body of Coi Leray, face
Alright.
of a fucking animated character.
Bro, bro.
Let me go to Instagram real quick.
She's up there for
No,
sure.
Stop.
She's up there.
You're insane. You're insane. I knew you were gonna try to pull some shit like that.
She's
Oh no, she's him though.
That's
No,
what I'm
she's tall, isn't
saying.
She give me like a.
That's what she was
sorry,
wearing at
I'm
the
not
concert.
gonna, I'm not gonna judge women on this podcast.
Absolutely
but
not.
She's beautiful. She's a beautiful woman.
All right, I'm gonna judge.
So, yeah. Chris, why don't you tell us about your weekend?
Please.
Man, I feel like okay, so before the weekend, I feel like I was just doing a whole bunch of work shit. Obviously, you know, that's all I do.
That's all we do is work.
You know what I mean? Friday, I went to Vegas.
Wow.
Yeah, drove out to Vegas at like 6.
In the whip?
Yeah.
By yourself?
Fuck.
No, I went with the homie Vincent.
Word.
Yeah,
Fire.
shout out to the homie Vincent.
That's what's up.
So yeah, we motherfucking.
That's a
We
that's a
actually
road
drove
trip.
out there like we actually drove out there like 10. Low key.
AM?
Yeah, no, like at night.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was pushing like the overnight shit. We got there like
Word.
2.
That's hard.
Stayed with my aunt who lives out there. That was a good time.
Oh,
You feel me? Didn't have to pay for no hotel.
That's good,
No
that's
room.
major,
That's
major.
always a blessing. You feel me?
For sure.
Fuck.
Rooms was
Shout out
running like
family.
$600.
Oh, especially because they know the concert's gonna be over there, so they.
You
Yeah,
feel me?
for sure.
So, the reason I went to Vegas was for Lovers and Friends Fest. That shit was fire, the first official one. They tried to do it 2 years ago, and
Something
it
like
flopped
that.
or some shit
there
like
was
that.
it was like the pandemic.
Booking issues.
Yeah.
No, it was like booking issues.
Yeah.
I think it was booking issues.
Like, because folks were like, we did not sign up for this. I don't know why the fuck I'm on this
Because
flyer.
I bought the Rolling Loud tickets because I couldn't go to Lovers and Friends Fest.
It was under a different name at that point. I
no,
think.
it was still Lovers and
Was
Friends.
it?
Yeah. No, I remember that.
It was her or something like hosting it or something, right? Or
I don't
It was supposed to be Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
and it
Well,
was
Lauryn Hill
like,
still performed.
I know she
Yeah.
still did, but it was like her and the other big. There was another big name that was like, no, we did not sign up for this. But you know, they're here
Well-
now and they got their contracts done. And how was it?
It was fire, bro. I'm not gonna lie, it was a vibe. The women to men ratio, it was probably like 10 to 1.
That's amazing.
Oh God.
Yeah, it was great.
Oh,
You know, it's an
God.
R&B festival, so it's a
Yeah.
lot of beautiful women coming out, older, younger. It's just, you know, not younger, but you motherfucking, you know, of age. Goddamn, let me make it very clear.
I cried.
All right, but yeah, man.
Younger.
So yeah, that just sounded crazy. But
It
in my-
sounded nuts, but I'm
like,
glad you caught it.
Yeah, you know. I'm just saying, you feel me? 20-year-olds listen to fucking Lauryn Hill.
You know,
Yeah,
like,
for sure, for sure,
The cool
for
ones
sure.
do.
You know.
The ones that
A lot of artsy,
you want to stick
lot
your
of artsy
penis
hoes
in.
or what?
You said what?
A lot of artsy hoes. Toe bag warriors.
A lot of RC hoes.
Okay.
Respect.
A lot of ass.
Shout out to the toe bag warriors.
It was hot as
Ass
fuck.
out.
It was like 100.
There were the festival
Degrees.
chicks were there.
Yeah, the festival.
Had to have been.
Oh my.
Had to have been.
Okay.
And then they had like turf, they had like turf grounds where like you can go and like set out blankets and shit. And then they had like concrete where people were like standing up.
Ooh, standing on concrete.
Like
It's a festival.
You better be rocking
yeah.
some.
Then they had a bunch of different stages. I had pulled up the fucking. Let me
Yeezys
see.
are coming out to play.
Yeah, bro, but fucking.
My shit don't got air boost. We're good.
You're in for a
Let
rough
me
time. Them
see.
forces are gonna be flat-footed.
No, I actually. What shoes did I wear? I think I wore my white Vans, and they actually didn't get as dirty as.
Ooh.
No, but listen.
Your
all the
knees
reason-
didn't hurt, like, cause I remember I wore Vans to Rolling Loud, and like the whole time I was like, bro, I should have wore some other shit. Like, I don't know why I was so insistent on wearing Vans,
So
but
I brought Reeboks to Rolling
but
Loud,
like
'cause I was-
the whole thing with like festivals, is like I don't want to bring more than one pair of shoes. So like
Never.
I'm always gonna bring the most versatile shoe.
That's what it is too.
Yeah.
You feel me?
to look good.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
But let me see bro. I seen hella people. I seen fucking Lloyd, Baby Bash, Frankie J.
You saw
Yin
Baby
Yang
Bash?
Yes.
That's hard.
Fuck.
Yin Yang Twins, fucking
What?
Pretty Ricky, Fabulous. I seen Mike
You
Jones.
saw Fab?
Yes, bro.
That's hard.
Fucking Mike Jones.
Baby.
I caught the end of Too Short. Let me see. Sean Paul, his shit was going crazy.
Yeah.
Of course.
Crazy.
Yeah.
They're shaking ass. Come on.
Ooh-wee.
Come on.
You was catching it?
Come on. Come
I was
on.
playing. I wasn't catching no ass. I was actually, bro. I was really mostly eating and drinking the most of the time. I was vibing. We actually found a group of people that we knew from out here.
Oh, nice.
So like we had link with them.
That's
So
what's
you
up.
were rolling
yeah,
heavy.
man, it was a vibe. You feel
That's
me?
nice.
Let me see. Brandy didn't end up coming, but Timbaland performed, and his shit was fire. He like
Shout out to
he put
Tim.
hits. He was going crazy.
That discography is crazy.
I feel like the only other ones I really
Breaks my
want.
heart for Brandy though. I'm sorry you didn't get to see her.
Yeah.
I know.
You know, one of my coworkers didn't know that her and Ray J were siblings.
Okay, Jack Harlow.
No, but like, isn't that Right. That was good. But I was at work, not to cut you off or anything, but we were like, is this Brandy? And I was like, yeah. I was like, man, Tyler runs deep in that family. She goes, what do you mean?
Oh no.
And I was like, all right, but
no.
Now, what do you mean?
Now, what do you mean?
You know they're my Kardashians, so I have a lot of respect for them.
And then let me see. Who else did I see perform?
Still, I mean, just the names you listed off in one day.
No, that's crazy.
Sierra.
Fire.
Whoa.
Fire.
To close out the night.
Yeah, that was the last one I had seen because I got sick. I told you before, like Lauryn Hill and Ludacris and.
He definitely got some food poisoning shit. I don't think it was the alcohol.
I don't know. All the food came up, so I don't. It probably was.
It had to have been the food.
And then
It was hot as shit outside too. So like,
everything was getting like
Vegas
baked in there.
It was crock potting in your shit, huh?
He was eating fried. You was eating greasy food, huh?
bro, I was in the car asleep for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
The homie got back to the car. He was like, "Bro, you good?"
I had a flashlight on you.
Bro, I had the windows cracked. He was like, "Bro, he didn't see me in the car." So he was like, "Bro, I thought somebody stole you."
That's crazy.
Like, bro, nigga, I'm laying in the back. But
Glad you're all right now.
yeah, I seen Sierra perform, and that was honestly like the highlight of my night. She's beautiful. Oh
She's
my god,
gorgeous.
she's like
gorgeous.
That woman's 40,
Yeah, I know.
and like, oh my god, that is a gorgeous.
Women are amazing.
Women, hey, black don't crack.
Women are amazing.
Women are amazing.
I'm not gonna make the joke.
Wait, did y'all ever hear like when
That she's transgender?
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Level.
You never heard that when you were
That's
younger?
like a real rumor. Like
She
I
was a
remember,
transgender.
Bro,
Every,
like people were spreading misinformation
what?
crazy.
TMZ
I
and
actually
shit.
do remember that.
If you were outside when that was a rumor, you may be entitled to compensation.
You feel me? Because
that is
that shit
crazy.
was real.
That's really
and we
crazy.
were supposed to believe that.
You know what I mean? And
But she was like born a transgender though. That was like the rumor.
yeah. They're like, you know, she
Yeah,
was
that's
born-
actually wild.
yeah, crazy shit.
Crazy.
What compels people to come up with shit like that? And why does
The
it
hatred of
spread?
black
I seen fucking Akon.
That's hard.
Whoa.
I seen fucking Akon.
Hits.
That was lit.
I know there's just 4 songs in there that are just going bonkers.
And he performed I Just Had Sex.
No, he did not.
Hell yeah.
No, he did not.
Hell yeah.
Good for him,
Lit.
man. The
He
fact that
was
that's
lit.
in the festival discog is hard.
he was
No,
lit.
that's a bang. I didn't even think about that. To have that for sure.
Because everyone
T-Pain,
bar
that
for
was the
bar.
other one.
Oh yeah, come on. You gotta
Yeah.
see T-Pain.
Yeah,
Shout
they
out to my
came
boy
on back to back,
Tiramisu.
but they were fucking.
Damn, dog, and this is in one day.
Yeah, so it was supposed to be a 2-day festival. What happened?
Actually, it was a 1-day festival. They added a second day because the first day sold out.
Oh, that's what happened.
So if you
And
didn't
it's
go
all
to
the
the
same
first
performers?
day, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That
so
makes
if
a little
you
more
didn't go
sense.
the first day, then you could have went the
How many
second day.
stages were there?
3.
Damn. And you were maneuvering all around us.
So they were like, okay, so they had 4 stages, but 2 of them were like combined.
Interesting.
So like all of the
half and
performers,
half?
yeah. So like all of the performers were on.
Did they
like,
share a
these-
stage?
It was like
Because they had like a background, and then like there's folks
it's like
on the
one
other
big
side,
background,
other
and
half
then it's like
and shit.
2 stages where like you can come out, and then like half is over here and half is over here.
Oh, so it's really just
so it's
like
split. So,
when
but
they
you don't have to
could-
walk too far then.
No,
Because it's like,
in the
ooh,
same.
catacorn.
Okay, that's cool though.
Yeah,
That's
so
dope.
if you're in the
That's
middle
great
of both the
concept.
stages, then like you get like
That's hard.
yeah.
That's
hard.
smart concept.
Yeah, so we ended
Mad
up.
respect.
So this was the only other thing I wanted to talk about because I know we gonna wrap it up. But apparently, so I don't know if there was an actual shooting or if it was a fight and somebody had a gun or somebody just fought. But basically, like there was like a stampede of people trying to like.
I saw that on Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah, you feel me? Trying to get out. I don't know what happened. If anybody did get hurt, you feel me? Condolences to you. You know, prayers up to you. But we ended up in VIP, and then I ended up in backstage before I went to go throw up.
Oh, hello.
It was kind of crazy because I walked like they had like this gate open in the back, and then like it was just backstage back there.
They
And it
didn't
was just
check you?
people- No,
Solid.
Live Nation.
Shout out to maybe not shout out to them.
No, we're not shouting out nobody because they're gonna be.
But
in the
if you
news.
need a podcast on a festival,
You dig?
You feel me? Mr. Kosher is
I
there.
ain't got no shame, bro. Fuck
on.
it, dog.
Come on.
All right, so we all had good weekends for the most part.
You know? Yeah.
You know, I mean, besides you almost getting smoked.
It's all right, man. I'm here. I'm live. I got, cuts on my
Almost getting
knees.
smoked is crazy.
No, that's
Yeah,
literally
that's
crazy. And
bonkers.
you were, so before we talk about music, we got to do some more RIPs.
Yeah.
Real quick. We don't have to get too deep into it. RIP. Who don't want to go first?
Mr. Samuels.
RIP Kevin Samuels. Goddamn it. RIP Kevin Samuels.
Man. Craziness. What a way to go out, first of all.
Man.
That's the
What a
way
way
I
to
want to
go.
die. That's the way I want to go out. I have a lot of respect for that.
So if you guys don't know Kevin Samuels, and if you've never heard of Kevin Samuels for whatever reason, He is a internet personality, a life coach, self-proclaimed life coach, who had a platform to
Y'all know who the fuck Kevin Samuels is.
to tell people the things they may not want to hear.
The truth.
And he is very striking in that you either love him or you hate him. Regardless, I feel as if, you know, he deserves our RIP
100%,
because
you know,
we've talked about him on this
death is
podcast
death.
before. So, and
He was young too, 50s.
50s. And so, is it like he died while having sex with this
Yes.
young woman?
It was
heart attack.
He took a pill
He had took a pill and an energy drink.
and an energy drink, so
That's
it
what it
was
came down to.
caffeinated,
That'll do it.
horned up, and that heart.
And he
just-
fell asleep. He died on top of her, right?
They were fucking, and he kaboom.
I don't want to go like that. I don't want anybody beating on my chest while I'm trying to have a fucking heart attack. No, because if you heard the fucking 911 call,
Yeah,
like,
no,
she
it
was
was
really
traumatic.
like trying to like get him to live. Like,
Yeah, she was pumping his shit.
also,
And
if you're
not in a
talking
sexual
shit
way.
about, listen, I really, you know, I'm not gonna say that it's wrong to talk shit because at the end of the
God.
day, like, if you're a good or bad person, that's really like, you know, that's objective. People feel how they feel about you, but I just have a problem with the way that people are speaking about death. Like,
Yeah, they're treating it lightly and they're treating it in a disrespectful way. You know,
Like, it's not
they're smoking
final,
on that
like-
pack, which, you know, majority of the time, I don't think that we ever like.
You know, 'cause
when
if it was
someone
somebody
passes
you
away, like
related
when we're
to-
smoking on that pack, it's always either an athlete stinking it up or it's somebody stinking it up in
Yeah,
a worse way.
it's
So when you
never
really like
like-
smoking on a dead individual, like that's, you know, I get where we get it from, but when you're really doing it to internet personalities,
And it's
that you
like they're
don't
like,
know-
oh, this person deserved to die. Well, one, they're dead.
he
know?
deserved to die
And
because
two,
he talked
like,
shit.
why were you not
You're
like?
gonna die too one day.
Why were you not standing on this hill when he was alive? Now that he's dead, you're like, okay, well, it's fuck this
the
guy.
girlies were doing the victory laps because it was majority women who are not a fan of Kevin Samuels.
You know,
And that's valid, you feel me? But I
he's a
just don't feel
controversial
like-
individual, so
He-
No
Yeah.
one deserves to die because they talk shit.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, I agree. I
Like,
agree.
Maybe
Also,
an ass whooping.
yeah, maybe.
You know, you can catch. You know, if he was getting whooped on, then you know,
But
hands
you
off
know,
respect.
Rest in
but-
peace to Kevin
Yeah.
Samuels.
Yeah,
Also,
100%.
R.I.P.
Lil Keed.
Lil
man.
Keed,
Man,
Atlanta's own Lil Keed,
Influential.
YSL's very own Lil Keed.
The inventor of TikTok. Bro, if you like back when TikTok was taking off in the middle of the pandemic, all
The
of it
slat
was Keed shit.
that he was doing.
All of it was Keed.
crazy.
Shit.
Brother of Lil Gotti. If you guys didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Really?
Yeah, they're blood brothers. They are.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
crazy shit.
That's fire.
Crazy shit. R.I.P. Lil Keed, man. I think was the name of the album Long Live Mexico.
Yes, sir.
That's like one of like in recent
Underrated.
times. It's an underrated debut album. Like for that to be his debut is crazy.
And as far as like the trap realm, like he was really like playing around with the sound, and adding some new shit into it.
He's very like. I mean, I know everyone on YSL is inspired by Young Thug to some extent, but he is like the thug archetype where like he's like doing the vocal inflections and like playing with the melodies and the flows, you know, and
The Mo 3, you feel me?
yeah, you know what I mean. Like R.I.P. Lil
YSL
Keed, man.
type shit.
I mean, Young Thug was always going around calling him his son, like you know,
Yeah.
like not you know when
And we
people
all know the kissing video, so
when people use that term like that's my son, like it's usually in a negative light, but like I think Thug used it in like a different respect. And R.I.P. Lil Keed, man.
Yeah, 100%.
Fuck. Oh, it was so apparently it's a liver/kidney failure is the cause of death.
Sipping on that shit.
Well, I mean, I was watching some clips. He did like an interview with No Jumper like a long time ago, so maybe shit has changed by then. But he said that the only thing he was doing was a lot of drinking and smoking weed. And then when Juice WRLD passed away, which is a little while ago as well, he said that he didn't partake into anything like that either. So, I mean, things can change, you know. Like he wasn't very
But
like
liver failure, that don't happen for no reason.
maybe he was drinking a lot.
or maybe he was poisoned.
Yeah, I mean, you know, just prayers up to the family. I know it sucks, and like he had Lil Gotti's his fucking brother, so you know, I couldn't imagine what it's like to lose a sibling. That's fucking wild. So
Man, shout out to fucking YSL. They going through it right now, bro.
yeah, we're gonna talk about that coming up next.
Yeah,
so.
to get into it.
All right, let's talk about some music. Let's talk about
We're
some
not
music.
talking about no singles because
We got two heavy hitters for you guys.
albums that were projected to do numbers.
So let's start with the one that dropped
First.
2 weeks ago. If you're watching this,
Yes.
come home because the kids miss you.
That's preference. Hard ass title.
Crazy title.
Fire.
Buns ass cover art.
Very mid, very, you know.
That shit
black and
sucks,
white,
bro.
yeah.
Okay, Jack Harlow, Come Home, the Kids Miss You.
Yes, that is
Actually,
the
don't
album
think I
title.
have anything.
Let's talk about it real quick. Not real quick. Let's give our thoughts. I hate the cover art because it reminds me of the Fall Off.
Okay.
Like, it's just so lazy. Here's artist. Here's basketball hoop on fire. Here's a microphone stand. Like, it's so
I get
lazy.
it. Yeah,
There's
I
no
get it.
like, I don't know.
There's
like,
so much cooler conceptual
I'm not a
shit
creative
that he could've
director.
done with that title.
The Fall Off cover art.
With the J. Cole one.
Oh, okay.
Because I think that shit sucks too.
Yeah,
you don't have a vinyl of that. Nobody owns a vinyl of that shit. And if you do,
I'm sure they do. But
woof.
Yeah. That's what
I don't know.
saying.
It was giving me more Mac vibes.
Oof.
Tough.
I love that we're already starting the comparison.
So Jack Harlow's, this is supposed to be the banger album that
It has the mega hit, the #1 overall single. It has the Nail Tech, 2 rollout singles. It has the
it's got
Drake
a Drake feature, Pharrell, Lil
Pharrell.
Wayne.
Justin Timberlake, which I know he doesn't, he's not supposed to be that guy, but Harlow is just trying to get all of his white icons on
For
all
sure,
his albums.
yeah. That's what it is.
On the last
But I like that though. I kind of like that. Like,
No, that's fire. Justin Timberlake on anything is like
if I was a rapper and I was as big as Jack Harlow, I'm looking for all the Mexican artists. Like, get on my shit real quick. Come on. Where's Lil Rob at? Let's go.
I was waiting for it.
Come on. Isn't Baby Bash Mexican? He can come too. Let's go.
Frankie J.
Come on, bro. I'm here. I'm getting all the Mexican artists. Don't let me drop an album.
No, I respect it. Coming soon. Sunset the Kid out of retirement.
Come on.
Shark Eye.
Wow.
So
Digging into this joint
let's talk about this album. Man,
as best as we can.
I was not anticipating much. I'm gonna be very honest with you guys.
Yeah, I know.
Because Nail Tech is not a great single.
No, it's actually
Good.
not.
It's like a mid beat.
It's Industry Baby Part 2
Yeah, very much so.
Okay. Yeah.
and First Class. We gave our thoughts on it
Yeah,
last
we
episode.
already broke that down pretty deep, but we're sick and tired of it.
Yeah, I mean it's a #1 song.
I'm gonna go ahead on record and say that like it's not as good as I thought it was initially.
Okay, word.
The
Word,
single,
word,
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I mean, it sounds good sonically when you listen to it, but
It's
I
the
just
bars
feel
are
like
not there.
it's really just like it's the hook
it's Fergie.
and it's
carries that song.
Fergie like in the beat.
She did all the groundwork for sure.
Oh,
she
absolutely.
didn't even
No doubt.
hop in the booth.
What? The fact he got the clearance for that shit is crazy.
I mean, he's got the money. Whatever.
yeah.
So digging into this album,
let's do
like
it.
we said, there's only 3 features on there. 4 features, right? Drake, JT, Wayne, and
Pharrell. Yep.
The only person who's missing is Nicki Minaj.
Fuck no.
Okay.
That's the last thing we need.
No. Digging into this album, if you have ever listened to this podcast before, you know that I was a very big Jack Harlow fan for a while.
Let it be known.
You
that
beat me.
Evan and I were the first people. Some of the first, like before the Jack Harlow you know now,
Yeah.
we were right there. We were
was
like,
an-
this kid's next.
There was an individual with glasses and curly hair who was rapping over,
Wearing short shorts and polo tees.
looking like he was, trying to be a white guy and just fitting into his ram with the glasses and everything. He's looking nerdy, but he was, Sundown is always going to be a memory.
Classic.
Back when we were slinging smoothies together,
Man.
we were bumping that shit.
Before
man. Good
before a
memories.
What's Poppin' ever came out.
Before
Crazy. Before,
Cole
I think-
Bennett cosign.
I wasn't hip.
Before anything like
So
that. man.
we've been sitting patiently and we've witnessed him get to this point that he's at right now.
100%.
Evan, I think it's only right since the Caucasian connection has been disconnected.
Yeah, I had to cut that tie. I had to cut that tie after the last project. I had to cut the tie because
What's the consensus, my friend? How are we feeling?
I was digging into it. I was going in with low expectations, like you said, but still, I love the guy, and I think that he has a swagger that is hard to obtain and like not
Very natural.
100%. So that was my, me holding out, but fortunately digging into it, a lot of just beyond questionable bars. The whole album is about the exact same thing. It's just about him fucking white women, and every single song is just so repetitive. And the most annoying thing about it, every single song has a beat switch on it. Literally, like every single
every
song.
It's like 90%
I mean,
of the album, 80% of the
there's
album.
maybe
It's
2 or 3
noticed
songs
that as well.
and it just gets so fucking frustrating when you're listening through it. It's just like either keep the beat or just like cut the song off and just give me a minute you know, of a song, you know, because it's obviously you don't want
No,
to
but
take
he
it
does
longer.
like 2 full songs, like
In one. It's like these like 4-5 minute songs that are just like dragging out. Okay, bro, but. You know, there's a lot more that I would want to break down just as far as him being a white individual who is
Well, let's talk about
portrayed
some of these
within the-
bars that are just
let's break down these
nasty.
bars.
sweet scene. We talked about that shit a couple weeks
That
ago. on the
shit
pod, and that shit is
automatically,
hilarious.
like, you already lost points.
Like,
This album could be 10 out of 10 because you dropped that bar. I bring it down to a 9.
It's like
Automatic.
it's such a bad bar that like
It's not even a bar. He's just
It's
throwing
just-
it in there just
like,
to
It
see
doesn't
what it
flow.
rhymes.
It doesn't.
he just
No, I got no clue. I'm trying to think of some of the other ones. There was a.
You know, I like to dictate.
Yes.
Yo,
Like Kim Jong.
Yeah, that was one of them.
and he ended the bar.
That was it. That was it. There was no follow
Kim
up.
Jong.
There was no.
Nah,
Nothing.
There was some other shit in here too.
I'm gonna fuck the earrings off you. It's not as swaggy as you think it is. And he doubled down. And while the album came out and people were listening to it, he tweeted the bar.
Yeah.
That's not hard. Like, I'm sure he wrote that down and was like, "This is the one."
Listen,
100%. That
Jack
shit he
knows
said
who
on
his audience
Churchill.
is.
Huh?
Jack knows who his audience is, man.
The pandering is legit. That we'll break down
No,
in a second.
it's crazy.
It's insane.
The pandering is very
I know
real.
what you mean now. Like that's crazy.
And I was seeing it from the whole like from the music video with Lil Nas. I started picking it up. I was like, all right, we're going in with the pandering. The Churchill Downs bar where he's talking about he'll give his grandpa a heart attack if he pulls $100,000 out. So I'm not gonna pull $100,000 out was just one of the biggest eye rolls I've had. Was like I was just sitting there. I was like, what is?
He probably could have just left it.
man.
Like,
So I'm not gonna take $100,000 out. What the hell are you talking about? Like a blade of grass wants sunlight, I just want that ass. That was one of the ones where I was like, all right. Fuck all the drama, trying to meet your mama. We don't need condoms, let's make a genre. Hot like a sauna, upgrade your Honda. Bae, quit the sobbing, I'll fix all your problems.
That's your man's though. That's your man's
man,
though.
I'm just sitting there and I'm just like, the amount of eye rolls I had in this album might be like the most I've ever rolled my eyes during an album.
No,
Like,
it's bad. It's
Genuinely,
bad.
like we've heard some bad shit, but it's like you expect it to be bad. But like when you hear this stuff and it's like, wow, he's being serious.
Mm-hmm.
And the craziest part is these are over like great, like not great beats, but some of them are.
No,
There's some good stuff on there.
the production's good.
and it really sucks because it really feels like this album is literally being
potential.
carried by the production.
Yeah.
like the 5 that I rated it
Damn.
is only because of the production.
No, 100%.
Like it sucks.
Those are some of the
this is a
standout
shitty album.
shitty bars to
I had a hot take. I was talking to Evan.
Okay.
Before the pod, like I think we FaceTimed. Somewhere in between the last pod and this one,
me. Okay.
that I think I would like this album more if I didn't hear the Drake leak.
Yeah.
If the
was
first
like-
time
Bump it up
I
half a point or something.
if the first time I heard this album, I didn't hear the leak, I would have been able to appreciate it a little bit more.
For sure.
And I would have given this album just a little bit of a higher rating.
No, for sure, because it is the best Drake verse
It
in the
lost
past
its
3
luster,
years.
and I hate to say that because it's a great song. It's an amazing song.
No,
God
it
damn
is a
it!
great song.
Drake washed
That
this
beat
man.
is so nasty.
Drake washed this man. And then you know what I don't like about this album? I know we're trying not to do the deep dives, but
You know.
like this is like a long time coming. Why is he trying to sing?
I know.
He's trying to get the vocals off on his
Yo.
album, and it's like, my brother, like, you gotta take some cough drops.
Low tone
you just gotta know your
keep
role,
riding these
like-
beats, bro. Pause, but like you know what you're good at.
Take
Stay
some
in
vocal
your
lessons
lane.
first. Like, I think he just hopped in the booth like, yo, I'm finna start singing. They finna go crazy.
Shit, even Drake took vocal lessons before he started singing.
You know what I mean? So like, this is where we're at. Let's give our 2 favorite songs. And
All right, well, Churchill Downs is automatic for everybody.
Churchill Downs is in there.
I will say that there are like a couple songs I did take away from it. I did enjoy the side chick song because of the
I think that shit is buns.
The sample flip is
that shit
bananas.
is actually kind of boo boo.
That sample flip is crazy, and the concept was like the only different concept on the album. So I'm like, all right, I'll give
It's
you that.
still super corny.
It's cute. It's cute. That's it. It's cute. I think the JT hook and the JT song is very solid.
That shit is solid. I will say.
So I hit handles on that. But my 2 favorite, I'm going Churchill Downs and the outro. when I heard the outro, man, I was just, the pain hit me even harder because I'm like, God damn it!
If this was a solid
fucking album like this.
Yep. If this was a solid album and he gives you that outro, it's like, man, like, there's not shit we can say to him.
He's not spitting anything crazy on there. He's just riding the fuck out of this beat, and they're throwing those crazy piano keys in the background, the crazy synth, and I'm just like, God damn it! Like, this is what, like, and he wrapped it up, baby, I'm coming home. That's, you know, the kids miss me or whatever he's talking about on the shit. But I'm just like, that's really the one, the state fair thing, because he wants to head back home to the Kentucky State Fair.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, it's a perfect way to wrap up an album. It's just so, like, the rest of the album is just so bad. But anyways, what are your two favorite?
I mean, I think Churchill Downs is going to be all of our favorites.
Yeah, it's going to be all of our favorites.
And I told you that I think...
The JT one?
I think Young Harlezy is like...
Oh, my God.
I kind of fuck with that song, but... The only
sounds
thing,
like a clown ass beat.
The
like,
only thing it's really
chunky.
missing is the 808 is like, it has a little bit of swing. It's like, doom. If it had a little bit more like upbeat, like, you know what I mean? Like, doom, doom. Like, if we got that, I'm like, okay, crazy. But I don't know, man. I'm without saying too much, I'm disappointed. Go, Chris.
Mine is actually Young Harlezy. That was actually one of my one of the better songs on this album. My personal.
The beat's crazy.
Those
I like
bars are like the worst bars on that album.
And then nah.
I mean, there's some bad shit on there, but like Young Harlezy was like some eye rollers. I don't remember exactly what it was because I'm never listening to that shit again. What was it?
Let me see. So I think I actually really like Talking to Town too.
Talking to town. Where he's like going like half a beat slower than the beat was.
I think for an intro, I think that's like a good
and the piano sounds like it's some fucking garage band shit.
Yeah.
Bing, bing, bing.
But I just feel like that's that's a solid intro for an album.
So Churchill Downs isn't one of your favorite songs?
No, it is. It is.
Okay, cool. I was scared for a second.
I wasn't gonna say that one because like
no. I mean, let's be honest. It is the best song on the fucking album.
Clears everything.
Let's be okay. Let's get our ratings out
and
of
it's
the way.
not because of Jack Harlow. So like.
It's the beat and Drake.
Let's get this rating out of the way so we can talk about let's talk about a different album.
You know,
out of 10, fellas, how are we feeling, Evan?
5.5.
I got it out of 5.
I had it at a 5.
This album's a 5 out of 10. Sorry, Jack.
I'm disappointed and the whole pandering shit is
let's
insane.
Get into this new album.
Let's get into this new album, ladies and gentlemen.
This is gonna get
the dick riding Olympics are here. Let's go.
We got gold and silver over here on the right. Let's see who it's gonna be. Golly.
5 years.
5 years.
5 years.
Long time coming.
The best out of the West.
You did.
100%.
TDE's poster boy for many years.
100%.
PG Lang founder. Kendrick Lamar.
Come on.
He's back.
He is not your savior.
He is not your savior.
Come on.
Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
Yes.
How much time of rollout did we get for this album? Maybe like 3 months, 4 months? It wasn't a long time.
It was like 2.
Yeah, right? Because the Oklahoma thing started this year, right? If I'm not mistaken.
That was
like
that might have been March.
Early, was it? I thought it was like early
Late
this year.
February.
Yeah, like earlier this year.
Late February,
early March.
Okay.
Something like that, yeah.
Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
Man, oh man. Can I preface something really quick?
Do you think?
As a white individual, I want it to be known that whenever I talk about these albums, that my takes are worth half of what they're talking about. Okay?
Don't put me in this with.
Okay, whatever. Still, I need it to be preferenced that, like, as a white person, I know my place. I know my opinions do not mean shit. So please do not think that when
Take
I talk
everything
about
with a
this
grain of
album,
salt.
Except for Jack's album.
You know,
Because that shit
listen,
sucks.
Because my
Yes, it
opinion
sucks.
fucking matters. Because as a white man to a white man, I can talk my shit to you and I can let you know what fucking time it is. But anywho, when we talk about this Kendrick album, I need to preference that.
Quote unquote double album, quote unquote.
It's 18 tracks.
18 tracks.
That's a double album.
Hour 13.
Man.
Let's talk about the features real quick. We got Blast. We got Amanda Rifer.
I'm not gonna attempt to
Let's
say
say
that. I
Reefer.
know that's my...
Sampha. Goat. Taylor
my
Page. Summer Walker. Ghostface Killer. We got Kodak Black. We got Baby Keem. Sam Dude. Tana Leone. Beth Gibbons.
Yes.
No, but look, I got it downloaded on Spotify.
Oh, why? Are you on Spotify now?
I'm starting a wave.
You're transitioning?
I'm starting my transition.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Congratulations,
There's a website I can send you where it'll take your library and then it'll switch to Spotify. So you got all your stuff. Yeah, we got you.
Okay.
All right.
Congratulations, man.
What's our anticipation? Because we got the Hard Part 5. We weren't able to talk about that.
Yeah.
So we got the Hard Part 5 before this dropped. So how do we feel about that single before? It's not a single, but that installment of the Heart series before we talk about this album? It served its purpose.
100%.
Absolutely.
Ranking it inside of the Heart series, like I see everybody doing, is a little questionable.
It's just weird.
You know,
I think that
comparing these songs is so different.
I don't think Kendrick, obviously I'm not into his mind or whatever, but I think when he releases the Heart series, like, it's not meant for people to be like, oh man, turn this shit up.
No, not at all.
It's
like
supposed to be like an entrance into where he's at right now.
100%.
And each heart, the heart, you feel me, is like I said, it's like it kind of gives you an insight to where he was at that moment. You feel me? Because each one is kind of different. Like
absolutely, yeah, for sure.
And I think we might all have a different favorite one of the series. What's your guys' favorite Heart? Because we don't need a deep dive it.
3.
3 is your favorite?
I like 4.
4 is my favorite.
Yeah, 4 is my favorite for sure.
Cool.
I mean,
because it had the Big Sean diss. It had the fucking.
That shit's crazy. But
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I am the best rapper. That shit is hard,
like,
bro.
I'm just losing my mind. And also, it was just the damn rollout. But anywho, the Heart Part 5, great song. Marvin Gaye sample, which once I heard that, I was like, all right.
Nuts.
Can we just take a second to like appreciate the fact that like
he was able to get that shit?
That's crazy.
No, like I don't know how much money was said,
and it's
or
on
like
the streaming platforms. Like it's not just the YouTube exclusive Heart Part 5 music video. Like it's on all.
No, it's insane.
Like,
It's insane.
That's crazy.
It's insane.
And I really feel like only Kendrick would be able to do some shit like that. Like I don't see anybody else getting a Marvin Gaye sample, like except maybe Jay-Z.
Yeah.
So we're talking about like the heavy hitter artists who,
you know what I'm saying,
who have the connections and who have the funds to facilitate a sample clearance.
Reputation. Like I feel like it's not even just about like just the music at that point. I feel like you have to have a certain type of like holding in the game. You feel me? So
absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, fellas.
Are we going track by track, or are we like?
Shit, I don't.
We're running out of time, fellas.
Okay.
We gotta keep it tight and precise. But intro has the singing on it, and I wasn't the biggest fan of the intro, but
Okay.
I thought it was great.
Listen.
I thought it was great.
Listen.
It's all you.
There is not a lot. There may be no songs on here where I'm like, this song is not it. I'm gonna be real with you,
bro.
I think that listen, man. Kendrick Lamar took risks on this album.
The
with
curation,
production. Oh my God! Here we go.
The artist placement.
rolling his eyes.
Because, like I said, my opinion does not matter.
I mean, get your shit off.
But I want to hear your opinion.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
We're digging into it. I'm letting you guys get your shit off, man.
And you're still a hip hop fan, so you're
100%.
Opinion does.
I've listened. I've digested a lot of this media, and
but
I'm able to form my opinion.
I love the intro. I felt like this is exactly what the fuck people didn't want from this album. And he did it on purpose because none of the rest of the album sounds like this first track.
I'm not gonna go out and say that.
I don't know about that, but I get your take. I get your take.
Of like you can tell there's jazz influence on this entire project, but like there's definitely
3 tracks, maybe 2 tracks. I don't know. Either way, keep going.
But anyway, so basically I just felt like the intro was kind of the like the pimp to pimp a butterfly vibe when you first came in. You feel me? Like
comparing this to Wesley's Theory is crazy.
I think it's a little nuts.
No, but I'm just saying like the kind of
Wesley's Theory.
It is a good intro, in my opinion. I'm agreeing with you.
Clearing.
It's a good intro, and I had my little nerdy brain when I first heard this. Just giving you like my full like transparent thoughts because the listeners deserve transparency. I was like, because there's like multiple like changes to the beat, right?
Yeah.
In this song, the 5 stages of grief. Right? I don't know if that's specifically like what was, whatever. A TikToker's gonna break it down and it's gonna get 1 million likes, and then I'm gonna be like, I said it first, bitch. But whatever.
Yeah,
it don't matter. It don't matter. I like the instrumentals on this album a lot. I do
too.
I think there's like the production.
They are all over the place. I will admit that.
They are all over the place.
It's a lot of different sounds all throughout.
Did we notice the separation of the album?
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, obviously we recognize that, right?
Count Me Out is where it cuts like into the next one. Like, that's the first track of the album too.
Man,
from the first half, I'm not gonna lie, I was not feeling the first half very much.
Oh my God.
I was not feeling the first half very much. I think N95 was really cool. I like that track a lot.
You like that track because it's got the Yeezus influence on it.
It is 100%. That when them synths kicked in,
you're like, oh shit, start
Nah,
levitating?
bro, I started-
You know those memes where they're
Oh,
like,
I was my back's, and you know it's the second track on the album, so I'm like, okay, we're getting into like,
yeah,
you know,
this is some shit.
Because my brain, like when we're talking about Kendrick Lamar, we really don't know what Kendrick Lamar's sound is.
Wait a minute.
It is not boxed into anything like a Drake, like
Each
a
of
Cole,
his albums
like,
sound different.
Yeah, I
and that's
agree.
what's really impressive.
You don't
about it.
like
And he can really
Worldwide
do all the
Steppers?
sounds, huh?
You don't like Worldwide Steppers?
Listen here, man.
Stop playing me before I turn you to a song.
Wait,
Wait, to a song. What do you say?
The groove is
Bitch, I'm
nice.
attractive. Can't fuck with you no more, bitch. I'm fasting. Come on, Em.
Stop playing with me before I turn
liked
to
it.
a song.
I liked it, but I just felt the whole sing-songy voice that he does can really get under my skin very quickly.
Is it like nails on? Is it like scratching a chalkboard for
It just
you?
feels so like, I don't know. It makes me feel uncomfortable. Like when I'm listening to it like in headphones and shit,
It's
like
his
it makes me
nasally
uncomfortable
delivery.
because I don't like. It feels like he's whispered in my ear in like a weird way.
Before I tell you to
You know what I mean? So that part always just rubbed me the wrong way.
attractive.
And then I know you guys are gonna kill me for this one. That's why I don't.
He doesn't like the blast track.
that shit with
Chris.
blast. Is the
You're
worst.
fucking bugging.
No, it's not that I just
Bugging.
don't like it. I think it might be the worst track on the album.
Oh, you're fucking bugging.
Bro, when I hear the I slide the pain away, come on, bro.
I slap the pain away. I drop the pain away. I knock the pain
It's a
away.
good groove. It's solid. I just think the verses are just
And then
the worst
Amanda's
in the album.
Sherry. I'm
No,
like,
she smoked it. She smoked it. I will give her
crazy.
credit for that. She definitely picked it up on the back end, but that first half was just so.
I like the hook.
My
Through
eyes
and
were
through.
draining, and I just wasn't feeling it. Rich
It's a
Spirit
radio
is-
hit. I feel like that's what it was for. He put a
That's-
radio hit on here.
You know, but then we got Father Time with Sanfa is
Ooh.
top 3 song on the album.
Let me
man.
tell you. Let me
Top
tell you.
three
Let me
songs
tell
on
you.
the
No,
album.
I guess we're doing the deep dive. Fuck the bullshit.
We're not doing the deep dive. I was because that's literally my least favorite song, and then I'm going into my favorite song, and then
I've listened to this album 4 times front to back since it came
Yep.
out. We've had it for 3 days.
yep,
Bro, front to back.
So
And I don't do that with many albums.
I know.
when
Which is why I'm scared.
I heard this song, I didn't fully. I'm listening to it for the first time, and the Sampha feature.
Yeah.
My God. But then I listened to it again the other day, and I'm listening to what Kendrick is saying on this song.
Oh, yeah.
And as a person who has mommy issues, daddy issues,
parent, parental stuff.
bro, like that shit is hard
I
hitting.
got father issues. That's on me.
That it's not your fault. Like, that's on, bro.
No, the
I'm a grown ass man. That's on, bro. And then anytime you see Sampha, it's like, bro, his voice is just
Cheat
so
code.
like
Legendary.
cheat code.
this shit is just like beautiful. It's crazy.
Cheat
Like
fucking code. And it was really surprising to hear him on that type of production. That really
Facts.
made me happy. So, hearing all that.
because usually he's in the slow, like mellow, like very, very like
piano based shit.
know?
But he was really on some, there's still keys on it, but either way. And then Rich Spirit was the other one that I loved.
Without doing any more of a deep dive than we have to, there's 2 songs we absolutely need to talk about.
Yes.
Okay.
Auntie Diaries.
Auntie Diaries. Let's talk about that one second.
Okay.
Let's talk about We Can Cry Together. Because that's the
shout
one.
out to Taylor fucking Page. I
Shout
didn't
out to Taylor
know who
Page.
she was
Me
before
neither.
this album. I know who she is now.
You don't like the song?
Listen, man.
Because it's not. I think. Give me your thoughts before I.
I think that it is good for what it is.
Exactly.
I think that it's like the same thing. It's kind of the same feeling I had with like a lot of the Jack production.
Let me just say this: Evan's a hater because he's a West Side Gun fan, and
This beat was made for the Griselda boys.
and he just feels like the
This beat
curation on this
should've
song could have been a little
with
better.
any
But let me
of
just
the
say,
folks from Buffalo, because this would have been 10 times. This is like a
all he
perfect
wanted to
beat.
hear was the boop 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 boop.
If I would have heard that, it would have been
We
the best
needed a
on the
gun
album.
feature on here. You had to give us a gun feature.
But it
Come
was
on.
the concept that he went with on this album is creative and it's cool and it's all right. But it's like you're never gonna
It's
listen
not
to this
all right.
again.
No,
No, I'm definitely listening to this song again. Probably. I'm not
That's
gonna lie,
so
I might bump
weird.
this shit. This
It is weird.
That's weird as fuck.
It's a
5
banger,
minutes
fool.
of a couple arguing.
It's relatable.
I get that it's relatable. That doesn't mean it's enjoyable. I don't want to relive all the shittiest moments.
You're
of
like
my
listening to this, you're getting
relationship.
trauma. You're like,
Just, oh
fuck,
yeah,
man.
give me that shit.
Bro, I
Oh,
was listening
baby.
to the shit.
Oh,
Bro, I
fuck
was
you,
listening
no,
to the
fuck
shit in Vegas,
me.
and I'm like, bro, this
stop.
shit is really like this nigga's talking that shit right now.
Mhm.
Like,
Real life.
Yeah.
but you're right. Maybe I might not.
You know, it just
I
doesn't
think
have the
it's-
replay
I
value.
think in the
production's
album-
crazy. Shout out Alchemist. He did the beat. It breaks my heart because it could have gone to someone
I think
who
in
deserved
the
it more,
album,
but-
it like makes a lot of sense because this album is like, I don't know, it's very much a journey with Kendrick and like him, I don't know, getting
And maybe
therapy
that's
and
what it
shit.
is. Maybe I like it because it fits into the album, personally.
Yeah, the whole conceptual thing is just a personal deep dive. It's
Yeah,
it's
that's
a
all it
reflection.
is.
That's why
That's
the
all it
last
is.
track is called Mirror because he's giving us a reflection, which I respect for having a 5-year hiatus and then coming back
Okay,
into
Auntie Diaries.
it. Alrighty then. So it is a song about his transitioning and transgender auntie, who I'm guessing was, transitioned when he was younger, a child,
And his transitioning
cousin?
Yeah.
Yes, I believe so. Yeah, you're right.
I would just like to say,
Introspective.
I don't think that there's another artist who could like
Make this such a relatable
make
topic.
this such a like elegant song.
Yeah. No, and the build up on it is beautiful. Like,
No, this is a great track.
beautiful ass
Just the
song.
approach on this song was very like, it was very like,
See, that's where it
woke.
might get interesting.
It was very woke to me, but it was also very like,
You think it threaded the fine line of being woke and corny? Like
Not just corny, but problematic.
But do you think he wrote this song without it being corny?
no, it wasn't corny.
Okay.
It wasn't corny. It was
What do you
very
think?
problematic.
Yeah, okay, cool.
But the way he did it was like, this is the problem. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
I totally understand. And I think he does that a lot on this album. Is like like I said, the whole reflective thing and trying to present it from a different angle and trying to present all these things. Because, I mean, like, even on the song that we were just talking about, she's shouting out R. Kelly and shouting out Harvey Weinstein.
and so that's the thing. Like, I feel like Kendrick represents a lot.
So we didn't break down
go
what
ahead.
the premise of the
Yeah.
song was. It's talking about his transgender family relatives, but he ends the song off by basically, he uses the F slur
Quite a bit.
multiple times,
Multiple times.
over and over again, and basically says that if it's okay for anyone to say the F slur, then it's okay for white people to. It's like white people saying the N word. He's comparing those two situations. Obviously, with his own personal relationship of letting the white woman use the N word on stage. So, there's a personal correlation there, but that was the overall thing. Like, well, if it's okay for, if we can use the F slur if you let white people say the N word, which obviously it's not. So it's trying to be a double negative.
And as a black person, I understand. You know what I'm saying?
I totally understand the point of the song.
It's
And I
definitely
get the point he's trying to
different,
make, for sure.
It's like, okay, it's like, that's true.
The
though,
delivery
like,
of it is just, it's hard hitting, it hits you in your gut, and, when you...
it's in
It's
your
supposed
face.
to do that, I think.
It's in your face.
I
It's
think that's the
very-
point, and I think,
I just think it could have been done in a better way that's not as offensive.
not as problematic. I agree,
I
but
personally don't think so, because I feel like the thing with, and like,
It's a fine line.
this is
so-
the theme. This is literally the theme of the entire project. Is that like, Kendrick is basically talking to the people that like are always trying to like, that are just sensitive to everything now. I feel like, you know what I'm saying?
He does break that down on a couple tracks. I mean, like Kendrick Lamar talking about cancel culture is just, I feel like that's something that he should not be talking about. Like,
Yeah.
that's below him. Like, why the fuck does Kendrick care about cancel culture?
But you gotta think, like, imagine an artist for 5 years not putting out music because he felt like, oh, I'm gonna get canceled if I say how I really feel about what the fuck is going on, about all the dumb shit that's going on that I'm sitting
does
around
talk about the
watching.
vaccines
And that's what I'm
and-
saying. He represents a very large population of people who, he's just one person, but he represents a large population of black people who necessarily might feel the same way that he does, or who have the same upbringing as he did. You feel me?
same ideologies, things
You know
like
what
that.
I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
it's also a conscious way to get to his
a
own
different
people.
way that's not portrayed on social media of thinking through life. And
You know what I'm
thinking
saying?
through
And it's a
current
way
events.
for him to get to people his generation, where it's like, maybe I can open my mind to understand what he's saying. Like, okay, if he can do it, maybe I can too.
Yeah, no, 100%. But so musically, beautiful song. Message-wise,
The message is there. It's execution.
Execution is I'm on the bad side of that. I give it a thumbs down.
So you.
I think that to a degree, like,
It was unnecessary.
because when I hopped on, I'm on Twitter because obviously I actually don't have any transgender family members or anything, but just reading the way transgender people felt about that and like the whole misgendering thing, because that happens a lot in the song
Yeah.
too, because it's not your auntie anymore, that's your uncle. So why are you calling her the auntie?
My
the whole
auntie is
song?
a man now.
Like that's just purposely misgendering and like taken as a disrespectful way if you're the auntie.
But I don't think it is. I think that's a way for most people to understand what the fuck he was saying.
And that's my point. Is the
It was a
message
digestible
is
way
there?
for,
I just
like-
think that the execution could have been done differently.
Okay.
In a less
And that's
offensive
true.
way.
And that's,
So I still think the song is
But I
beautiful,
think I think the song is supposed to have people split on the topic. I think
100%. That's what he was trying to do.
Kendrick, he just wants people to have a conversation, and that's what it comes down to.
And he also talks like really quickly. He talks about like sexual abuse on the album like multiple times too, which I think is very interesting because then he also has Kodak Black on the album throughout most of it, who has been a convicted sexual assaulter. It's the lot of I think he might have done it on purpose. He might have just been fucking with Kodak heavy.
But you know, a lot of people in the industry fuck with Kodak heavy, and I'm sure that like there's a reason for that. And I'm not.
It just clicked for me. It just clicked for me. It's because they're both Black Israelites.
That could be the case too.
That is what
know?
it is. Okay, I'm sorry. That took me a second.
And is it a thing where like everybody deserves forgiveness? I'm not necessarily saying that we should forgive Kodak. I'm not necessarily I'm not necessarily saying that.
Okay,
but is that
if you want to be
Kendrick's intention for having Kodak Black on this album?
And you get how he's portrayed in the negative light.
Exactly.
If your reason for not liking Kodak Black is religious, then you should be forgiving Kodak.
Here we go.
If you don't like him because he's a sexual assaulter,
if you consider, and that's fine, but if you consider yourself religious in any type of way, I feel like
you think everyone deserves forgiveness, then you should
stand on what you say.
I hear it. I hear you.
Two favorite tracks. Let's go. Come on, son. Let's go. Come on.
Sweaty ass.
Yeah.
I'm sweating good.
All right. I think mine is going to be Count Me Out.
Interesting.
And I think Father Time.
Okay. One of the best songs.
I think Count Me Out, he did that like Zach Fox flow. I don't know if y'all caught that. No, I don't know if y'all caught it, bro.
We're out of here.
Nah, bro, and that's crazy because you guys are gonna say that. But I'm gonna play you this. I'm gonna play you the song after the pod.
You are so
and there's like,
man. I love you,
bro. There's like there's a place on the, and it's crazy because I've been listening to a lot of Zach Fox.
I heard you pull it when you pulled up. I was like, oh, that's Zach Fox.
He opened his Spotify and it's Jesus is the One, like last played.
So, I love it, man. But look, so there was a song on there, and I really feel like it's Count Me Out. But like in the beginning, he caught this flow, and I was like, this is some shit that like I would hear Zach Fox do it.
I respect that.
And I've never heard Kendrick do no shit like that. You feel me? So I was like, okay,
Evan, what are your two favorite
maybe
songs,
he's a fan.
bro?
Maybe he's
I'm
a
trying
fan
to
of Zach
find them
Fox.
if I'm keeping it a
on Spotify not loading. I got you.
You feel me?
My two favorite songs. Wow, I like a lot of this album. I'm gonna be very real with you guys.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I know we just talked about Kodak. Wait, what's the song where he's like,
The Silent Hill.
Silent Hill, right? I like Silent Hill. Honorable mention. I like Rich
Because
Spirit.
Kodak smoked him on that song.
Okay, we're not gonna act like Kendrick didn't write that. We're done.
Okay, I don't care who wrote it. Performance-wise, Kodak smoked his ass.
And I mean, Father Time is just one of the best songs. One of the best songs made this year. Yeah. Oh God.
I know.
Oh God.
That's why I'm so conflicted. I think I'm throwing Savior in
No,
my
Savior's
top two.
great. Savior's
I
great.
just because I feel like it executed what that Blast song was trying to execute of like that flow, that groove. It just executed way better. And Keem smoked that shit. So I'll throw that one in there.
Shout out to Baby Keem. He did his shit, and I'm glad that
And I think I
Kendrick
might
didn't
throw
throw him
Rich
on 5
Spirit
songs.
in there.
Rich Spirit's up there for me too. Rich Spirit's up there. I mean,
Because I'm trying to go like something different than you guys said. Because I totally agree with like we're all like within like top 5 or whatever.
To a song.
So I'll throw Rich Spirit in there. Yeah.
to a song. Hey,
Yeah, no, that sounds great.
attractive. What is it?
All right, out of 10. Let's start on this side.
Please.
Okay, so when I first heard this project, like I said, I've listened to it multiple times, front to back.
Yep.
And then I've also listened to it like shuffled through.
The highlights.
I'm gonna give it like an 8, 8.5.
Okay.
Alrighty.
I got it at 8.5 as well.
There was a prediction on Twitter that everyone was like, "What do you think the Kendrick Lamar album is going to be out of 10?" And I said, "This is the day before draft." I said, "I'm like 7.5." And after listening to it and coming through, and I listened through it like 5 times all the way through, and then ever since then it's just been the highlights. But 7.5 is where I stand.
Let's give it an 8. Let's give it an 8. Kendrick Lamar, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
Discography ranking? Top 3?
Top
Is it
3.
in his top 3?
I don't think so.
Okay, cool.
Top 3.
Top 3?
Is it-
It's recency bias though.
Pimp a
It's recent.
Butterfly.
Good Kid.
Good Kid. No,
And then-
actually, Good Kid, Mad City is top for me. That's
Number one.
Yeah, that's number one.
I think because the era that we were introduced to Kendrick, like, this
that
is
was the one.
shit.
Swimming pools was everywhere.
Yeah, I still listen to that shit. And then
Every day.
I would put this third above
Damn.
I'll say top 3. That's okay.
It's above Damn?
I don't know. I have to listen to Section 80 again. to be honest.
Nah, it's not
depending on how big of a Kendrick fan you are, you feel me? You might put Section 80 above Damn. So like I don't.
I always, I think it's about damn.
I think it's for sure better than Damn.
Like I said, it's like Damn's like a 7, and this is 7.5. So
I really feel like this album is gonna have a lot of shelf life. I feel like Damn.
It's funny because it's gonna have a lot of shelf life, but it doesn't have a hit.
You know what?
It doesn't.
I think that Kodak shit is gonna take off because that's kind of what's doing numbers on TikTok right now, and
it's so much better if it was a Baby Keem song.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but like whatever.
It's a Baby Keem reference track that got leaked with a Kodak Black feature.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it's gonna be Rich Spirit.
Either way,
that's the one that has a lot of like radio.
I still don't feel like it's gonna be on Kiss FM.
So do you remember when I sent you the leak, 2 days before it dropped? So I sent him this leak. It's like we thought it was a reference track. It probably is a reference track, but it got scrapped, so he used it on his own. Because I think it's on Worldwide Steppers too, where he says, "Bitch, I'm attractive," and I sent that's the whole leak. But he also says "venting in the safe house," which is like another leak that we've heard from Kendrick. But yeah, I think you're right that like. A lot of music drops nowadays. We're like, what's next? What's next? What's next? You know. And I think Kendrick is just one of those polarizing artists. Without we're gonna get past him at this point. But yeah, I think Chris has hit it on the head with that. Like this
8 out of 10. So is that album of the year for you guys? You guys have not given anything an 8.
Yeah,
it's album of the year for you.
Who else dropped this year?
It's too much recency bias, so I'm not gonna get into that.
Alrighty,
it's too much recency bias.
Yeah,
we can talk about
you
this.
Motherfuckers out here giving 8.5.
Let's talk about this next month when it's half a year.
All right, you think it's still gonna be 8.5 though?
Yeah.
Yeah. It might be higher.
It might be higher. It might be higher.
Okay.
If I'm being honest.
All right, fellas.
Depending on how much I listen to this over the next month or so, like it might be a little higher.
And that might just be like personal bias for me.
And that's fine. That's fine.
There's no TV artist in here. You picked Summer Walker over SZA for a hook. Nope.
But
we're not gonna act like that. Wait. The instrumental on that shit is amazing.
And it would have been 10 times better with SZA.
But you're not gonna act like Summer Walker didn't do her shit on the song though.
SZA could have done it 10 times better.
See, that's bias.
How is that? You think Summer Walker's better?
Because
than SZA?
why are you not appreciating?
Why
are you not appreciating the song for what it is? Why are you trying to change the song into something that is not?
His
why are you
label
trying?
mate is SZA.
Why are you trying to change the artist's?
No TDE features on here though.
That's my whole point. And you could have had, you had the R&B track, and you picked Summer Walker over SZA.
It's
I'm just glad we didn't get Sicario.
PG Lang.
Fuck yeah. Oh my God.
I'm glad we didn't get a Reason verse.
Brother.
But we definitely needed a Q verse. We needed the Black Hippie outro. God,
he should imagine if Q was on the Alchemist.
PG Lang. PG Lang.
You know what I need? I need the PG Lang hat. I know you know what I'm talking about. That shit is with the PG, the LA, and then
stop it.
Come on.
This is getting ugly. This
is good. I told you, Dick Riding Olympics. We're here.
So all that.
Did anybody else drop music? I don't.
Not that we need to talk about. We have been on music for way too long, and I don't know if everybody was listening that fucks with music like that. So appreciate you guys for tapping in and sticking with us this far.
Music.
If they're listening to us, they fuck with music. Or they fuck with us.
Sure.
Fuck it.
I don't doubt that.
All right. This one of the biggest articles of news to happen in the past 2 weeks since we've been gone. But I mean, the listeners don't know we've been gone for 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, they don't.
But we've been gone for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
YSL.
Wowzers.
Man.
The whole camp. It came out. What day was it? Like last week somewhere?
Yeah.
Sometime last week. That the YSL camp is arrested and has been charged for the Rico.
53 counts?
God damn.
53 counts?
53 counts of racketeering. And I saw a lot of people on Twitter trying to like explain the Rico or whatever.
It's not made any sense to me. It was created to take down the mafia back in the day. For organized crime is basically the broad thing of it.
Organized crime situation. What I gathered from what everyone's trying to educate people on is that the Rico is made so that not one person can take the fall for everything. That all the crimes committed associated with the gang are going to charge the whole gang.
Whoever benefited from whatever crime was committed. So like, if Evan goes kills somebody today, you feel me, and like you owe him money, but like I have beef with that nigga. Like we're all three of us are going to jail because we all benefited from the fact that he like went and murked somebody. So that's like
Big Boss B gives me the call. I got to take care of it. He didn't. He was hands off. He was enjoying his steak dinner, but I was taking care of business. You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? Not that would ever happen. You know.
So that this case has been
it's a joke.
Has been built, being built for
2 years, 2, 3,
2019.
Yeah.
2012.
Oh fuck! What?
They've been building this case.
'Cause I saw they were
2013. 2013.
They were tapping phones in 2019 was like the headline that I saw. But,
They have been building this case since 2013 before YSL Records was ever established in 2015.
Okay, because that's what I seen. 2015 is when. Okay.
So they might have been able to make the argument that YSL is not a gang, it's a record label.
Oh, brother.
Because I
If
know
it wasn't funded beforehand.
exactly. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of nasty shit going on.
Yeah.
You guys, I think we all know about the Lil Wayne incident.
Yes, of course.
So back in 2015, when YSL was just started, we know that Young Thug was fucking with Birdman. Pause. Maybe not. Pause. But
They was playing.
they were playing for sure. You letting a
sure.
grown man kiss you on the cheek is crazy, but I'm gonna let it slide. Whatever. Do you think?
Kendrick and Keem did,
So-
but you're not gonna freak out about that.
YSL affiliates have shot up Lil Wayne's tour bus, in which he was sitting in when it got shot up. So
I didn't know that.
the people that were found guilty for that, they took the fall, whatever. So that was like the first big piece where it's like, and people were like, well, how come Thug's not going to jail? Like, that's the whole thing, right?
Even though he was making calls and moving plays, like it was pretty clearly.
Exactly.
Oh, so they was like, oh yeah.
But they let him slide because you know how
They were trying to build this case to really get this motherfucker. What else? He is
tapping phones in 2019 was the other big one where they have quotes of him asking
having your
individuals in
phone
jail.
tapped for 3 years.
Yeah, no, you're cooked.
crazy shit.
Yeah, no, it's
That's
burnt.
nuts.
Crazy shit.
Every conversation you've ever had for 3 years.
They're bound to find some shit.
No, because there was like quotes of him like talking to folks on of him like calling for hits on people in jail. So he has individuals in jail that.
Why
he's
Fan
connected with.
Lucci?
Yes, supposedly the Lucci shit. Gunna's wrapped up in the case because
He's associated with YSL.
I think that whole shit's kind of dumb. Basically, like him being affiliated because of
He
song
benefited
lyrics.
from it.
But that's what I'm saying. They're using his song lyrics
scary,
to indict
man.
him into this.
No, and don't get. It might look like I'm trying to defend this shit. It's fucking insane. It's disgusting and sad.
It is insane. I know everyone's, I
but
think
50 bodies, right?
I'm not gonna lie. Free YSL. That's
Yeah,
how
of
I
course.
feel.
Well,
I'm just saying because there's people who are like, oh, if he really,
if they really got 50 bodies
Man.
on their record, thow.
Man, Young Thug has put on so many more people than he might have offed or called to get off. So that
Holy shit.
It wears itself out.
just keeping it a bean.
Sorry to all the mothers out there who
keeping it a
lost their
bean,
kids.
like,
no.
Little babies hard.
bro. You if you cause 300 people to fucking make.
What's 50 bodies? Nah.
That's crazy.
I don't know.
Blessings and
Maybe my moral compass is a little.
I'm praying
different,
for
but I
everyone in the
just-
YSL camp involved and
100%.
hoping that.
They're in, what was it, dungeon-like conditions.
Oh my god! I think that's such bullshit, man. I think that's such bullshit.
That shit was
I mean,
really
this
funny.
case is obviously it's too much to like.
Yeah.
To discuss right now. We're gonna keep
They
our eye
all
on
got
it.
denied bail, so they're gonna be in there for a while.
You guys see that picture of Gunna? It's
two,
fucked
no
up.
lean.
It's fucked up because he looks sick, but he's for sure going through withdrawals.
Day 2, no Big Mac. Pray for
Sick.
bro.
Sick shit, bro.
He can't get Macca's on call.
Bro, you guys seen Chloe Bailey? The day Gunna got arrested.
What did she say?
Posted?
What did she say?
She had posted it was a TikTok she had posted
Uh.
that was going viral.
I didn't
But
see it.
It was a cover of
Oh yes, I did see that.
It
It's like
was
a
a-
2-minute cover
it was a
of
cover.
fucking. God damn it! I know this. Oh,
Yes,
that's not
bro.
gonna hit me, but
But
it's a
I saw
2-minute
the quote
disgusting
tweet and it was
cover.
like, "Your man is in jail and you making TikToks. Tighten up."
and then she went on to say that they were never together.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
Love that man.
Business.
To each his own, but
Make
you
some
know.
jazzy tunes, but I've never met him a day
We
in my life.
gotta stop saying I hope people beat the case because that's fucked. Is it fucked? I don't know.
I don't wish to
I don't
listen.
wish-
The government is the biggest crime, the biggest
The biggest gang in America?
I'm
You
praying
feel
on,
me?
their
Sure.
downfall. I'm praying on the government's downfall. So
For sure.
Free all my niggas.
I agree, but can't say that.
Who else got locked up? It was someone else.
Casanova.
Casanova just pled guilty.
He's under the jail.
He's
Okay, but like before we go away from it, it's looking like if Young Thug goes down for everything, he's getting life.
Yeah,
That's what it's looking
will.
like.
yeah. It's a wrap. He's getting life for sure.
Oh well.
He might. if they offer him some kind of deal,
The influence will never
but
die.
like they've been building this case for so long, they probably like
A decade? Crazy shit.
It's gonna get ugly.
Slat.
And did you see the other gangs that they're investigating? There was a whole list.
Oh, they're looking into 4PF. They're looking
I was
into.
gonna say they'd start looking into 4PF. It's a wrap.
They are looking into 4PF.
Is
They're
the Atlanta
next
scene
head
gonna?
up.
The Atlanta
And
scene
they're
is gonna
hitting
be
up
hurt.
Cardi's gang. You know, I forgot what that's called, but Playboy Cardi is also like
Mm-hmm.
I
the
thought you
shit
meant
that he
Cardi
runs.
B.
Oh fuck.
We need to lock her ass up.
Yeah, she's raping, sexual abuse. But shout out Offset, I guess. Tapping
Not
that.
shout out Offset.
There's a lot of jokes I can make in there, but I'm not going to.
What else we got? man?
Joey Badass new album coming into 2000.
Yeah, Joey Badass new album. He dropped a teaser for it.
Yeah, the same day that Kendrick announced the album's
Yeah,
dropping.
I mean,
Stupid.
kind of tone deaf, whatever.
2000. Follow up to 1999.
I seen a tweet that said he's always competing with Kendrick.
Yeah, okay, dude.
He in his head. Because
He's shadowboxing.
No.
For sure.
he saw Kendrick end up on an episode of Power and said, "I need all the acting gigs you have." He ended up in that fucking Netflix movie.
Yo,
He
that's
was
actually hilarious because Kendrick was definitely on an episode of Power.
He was a
episode.
crackhead, right?
He was a crackhead.
Yeah, that's
and now
fire.
Joey's
And
just
they
trying
marked
to
him
be
off and left
everything
him
he
in a
can.
fucking.
I remember that episode very
Fire, fire.
well. No, he killed that role too. Yeah,
No, he did.
crackhead.
I don't know. It's crazy. I just seen Joey Badass perform at Smokers Club.
Did he perform anything new, or was it all just
Yeah,
old
he
shit?
performed some new shit and it was fire.
Sounded
Yeah.
good?
It sounded good.
Were
bro.
you just not
Interesting.
faded, or did it actually sound good?
No, it was actually like he was really.
Music
going,
sounds
like,
better when you're high, for sure.
Joey Badass is really fire though. Like
He is. He
Got
is.
some shit.
he's a
But
good performer.
Was it last year or 2 years ago? We got the 3-pack from him. The light pack.
Last year with Pusha T on there. Yeah, it was last year.
That shit was mid.
Oh, I didn't listen to it. So
That shit was mid. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Shine is hard.
50. Shine is cool.
I've gotten more into him over the last like year or so. But
He's never topping 1999.
that's the project that I know.
You know, what do you think about Before the Money? I like that album.
I try to listen to it all. Like I'll go back to it all the time, and it's just like click for me. Like there's no reason you shouldn't be clicking, but it's just like 2-4 songs that are just like staples, and everything else just feels very skippable.
I think
Shout out to that
Joey
BG
Badass
Squad,
is definitely he's having a dilemma like Denzel Curry.
I agree.
Are they on the same level? You think?
That's actually crazy. He's actually live right now.
Oh brother.
That's funny.
Oh brother.
So the album's dropping in June.
Yeah, June 16th. or
June
something like that.
16th.
I don't think him and Denzel Curry in the same bag.
You don't think so?
I think I see Joey Badass doing a lot more. I feel like he's been in the fashion shit. He's been doing the like he's kind of been in his own acting shit. You know what I mean? Like he's in
trying
his
his
own kind
hardest
of lane
everywhere he
right now.
can.
He's always
Shout
doing
out to him.
something.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's always
Congratulations,
busy.
shout
you
out to
know?
him.
But like, I mean, Denzel Curry's always released. I think in terms of like the music game, I think they're on the same level,
Yeah.
which is kind of nasty. Because Joey should be higher. Like
Should be.
realistically, I don't know what happened.
It's the
Cook
fall
product.
ASAP.
Cook product.
I think that
I'm trying to tell you.
It's cook product.
I think Joey Badass. I think what is it? American. What the fuck's the name of the album?
Oh,
American Dream. Some shit, bro. Fuck. What is
what
it?
is that? I can picture the cover.
All I know is I remember
he
Joey
dropped the same
Badass
day as
used to be
Logic.
like really. I do remember he used to be like.
He
really
was that
big.
guy.
He was really
All
big.
American Badass.
All
Christ.
American Badass. I think the album has aged so well.
Yeah, I agree.
So I
I
think.
remember when he was flexing the shit out of that J. Cole feature. I got the last J. Cole feature ever.
Yeah, yikes, brother. Now J. Cole's on a feature run. Shouldn't have been talking that shit.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. Are we excited? I mean, I'll say I'm excited.
I'll tap in.
I'm here for it.
The snippet sounds good.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the Funk Flex freestyle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smoke that shit.
Went nuts.
Jesus. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. Might not be
I'll
the right word, but
I'll
I'm here for
definitely
it.
tap in. See what it's talking about. I'm interested.
The wasted potential though just always breaks my heart. So
So speaking of wasted potential, ASAP Rocky
yes.
Whoa. was on an episode of Drink Champs,
Yowzers.
Oh yeah.
and Nori's always asking the hard-hitting question. I mean, he's a horrible interviewer. I will say,
Terrible, but he's got
just
the
lucky.
notes
He's
for
such a
days.
likable guy. Yeah.
He's got the notes for days.
So I think Drink Champs is such a cheat code because obviously these artists are gonna feel more comfortable talking about certain shit once they got a little, once they got a little liquid courage in them,
Absolutely.
And Nori was like, let's just get it out the way. Do we think Travis Scott stole ASAP Rocky's whole swag? And ASAP stone-faced.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do we feel about this?
He's not the first person to say it.
No, definitely not. But
Travis is
but for the first time
of
for
all your favorite artists.
for ASAP to go on record and say it.
So I seen the argument was basically like, how can a Houston rapper take something that was influenced from Houston, basically? Because ASAP's Rocky, like his whole shit is basically like rooted in Houston. I don't know,
For sure.
like
The
how
chopped slang shit, the purple swag, like it's all.
Yeah, all that shit is Houston.
You know.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Lowriders, all that shit, like that's country, like down south, like dirty. You know what I'm saying? So like ASAP got that shit from that, you know, and so like, and I feel like he definitely,
Inspiration is
you
there.
know, he infused it with like the New York scene and like, you know, but I don't think Travis Scott necessarily. Well, he might have like.
I just know they don't fuck with each other.
He might have took some notes
I don't know,
and
man.
was like, hey, let me go ahead and throw it on my notepad.
You know, I respect and appreciate what they got going on. They just both got braids, and
But they're two different
type
type of music, like.
Yeah, because Joey was really like pushing into that psychedelic shit, which Travis tries to, but he knows that it's the big turn up festival bangers that he gets off.
I saw a statement like a couple years ago, and I'll never forget it because I think it's like it's so true. Travis Scott, his whole career is what ASAP should have had.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think because we did get an experimental album from Travis in Rodeo, right? Right?
Sure,
Because
we'll
we call
experimental.
it trap, but it's really not trap, right?
It's not trap, no.
And we got an experimental album, I think same year from Rocky, the Allah album,
yeah.
At Long Last ASAP.
That was the one with the flag?
No,
That's the one
with,
where he's got ASAP Yam's like face on his face.
Oh, okay.
It's got what's that Skrillex shit and
No, it doesn't have that on there.
You sure?
Yeah.
Which one am I thinking of?
We're thinking of two different albums.
Yeah,
At Long Last ASAP is the one with
Oh, you're right.
Oh, this is the one. Okay.
That's the one with fucking LSD. I'm
That
sorry.
shit's got that shake that ass girl, make that coochie wet.
Oh, it's the one with like with Joe Fox on like every single record. Yes, I'm sorry.
LPFJ2? Come on, bro.
Okay, no, I'm
But
not,
so
I'm
how
not
do
arguing.
let's pick a side. not that we have to.
I'll go Team Travis.
Yeah? That's how you feel?
Just because he is from Houston, Rocky stole the shit from Houston. He has a right to the shit more than Rocky
Okay.
does.
I just feel like.
And he hit Rihanna first.
Did he?
Fuck yeah.
Travis was with Rihanna?
They was going to strip clubs and shit. This is
Nah. They were fucking.
They-
back in 2015.
They were
Smacking the beans?
They were hanging out.
No.
They were hanging out.
Who did Rihanna take on tour with her? Who was her
I
opener?
get it. No, that's what I'm
when
saying.
Rihanna was doing the anti-tour, she said, Travie, baby. You gotta open up for me.
Travie, baby.
All right.
You gotta respect it. He was going antidote with her.
I don't know. It's Team ASAP.
It's Team ASAP over here, dog.
I'm not necessarily saying Travis stole his whole swag, but like ASAP's been around a lot longer, personally. I think that like.
I think none of us should have an opinion on what the fuck is going on in the South or in New York. none of us have any fucking clue.
I mean, he's from Texas, so he's got that.
You know,
I'm fucking crying.
I respect it.
It's okay.
But
All right.
I represent my time spent in Texas.
You're
very well.
Texans.
yes, of course.
It's okay.
Of course.
The dirty 30.
Is there anything else we got to talk about other than music?
Did you guys listen to the ASAP single?
The shit with Rihanna.
That's my bitch.
Yeah.
That shit's cool.
I like it.
I don't know if it's a good single. I like the video.
It's playable. I played it in the car. It's playable.
It's a snoozer.
I like the video.
Yeah, but the video looks
Video's
great because
great.
fucking ASAP.
He's got some of the best. He's like
Best
directing
videos.
his own videos now. Like
Best videos in the
What a
world.
creative genius he
Best
was.
Shit, when you
Mr.
got
Rockwell.
Rihanna behind you, fucking funding everything you do.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
That's mean.
You don't think?
ASAP got his own money, man. Don't do that.
Like, yeah, ASAP's in his
I mean,
fucking
is Rihanna
bag,
a
but,
billionaire?
like, yes.
Yes.
She is, right?
Mhm.
Fancy
She's one of
ASAP
the-
married a billionaire. ASAP married Rihanna. Like,
You gotta
No,
respect
Rihanna
it.
married
Like,
that pretty
Rihanna is the-
motherfucker. That's
like
that's what it
no,
the
Rihanna
hell,
is
baby?
is the figure. in
She's the
that.
breadwinner. I mean, obviously she's the breadwinner, but
Like,
You gotta respect it.
she picked him up from jail twice.
You got that. You got that shit.
whatever.
Sports.
Sports. NBA playoffs, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't have words.
Here we are.
Congratulations to the Warriors.
Congratulations to the Warriors.
Your team, brother.
That is my team. Congratulations to the Celtics. Congratulations to the Mavericks. I'm gonna say it for Evan. Rest in peace, Chris
Come
Paul,
on, baby.
CP3. How many points did he have? 3 points in the third quarter.
CP3, motherfucker.
Garbage, my guy.
Listen, man.
Sucks.
Listen, man. Watching the game last night with my Dallas Maverick friend, best friend. You feel me? He was going crazy. And watching Luka hit those shots, them step back, just
Nasty step back.
just
No
the
hesitation.
art just clanking on them bitches, just boom. Feel me? He got that shit on lock. When he was smoking on them and making those faces, he was just mean mugging the whole time. But they're up 20 and he's still just fucking slicing throats. I was like, all right, he is. Nope, I'm not gonna say it.
Say it.
He's the next LeBron.
Luka's the next Braun.
Luka's gonna be the face of this league.
I think he's gonna be the face of
It
the
is
league.
officially. No, I'm not gonna do it. Great game 7 from everybody that was wearing white and blue. Terrible game 7 from Devin Jenner and fucking all of them jokes. DeAndre Ayton's out of there. That was his last game as a Phoenix Sun. They're never gonna put it together. Craziest part was though, so we're eating dinner together, and one was like, "Damn, didn't they just re-sign Chris Paul? That man is making $30 million a year for the next 3 years."
You know what's crazy? We talked about this when they signed him.
Say it again.
Y'all can still hear me, but yeah, we talked about this when we signed him. I think like it was a few months ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
You hear me? I'm good.
Yeah,
Sorry, y'all. I was eating.
Just push that button.
Had to go smack on some on a
Respectable,
Starbucks sandwich.
respectable. You're back.
But yeah, we talked about this when he first got signed, and I was like, bro, he's old as shit.
Terrible. He's going to be 39 years old.
Is that right?
When he gets his last check, he's going to be 39.
And it's crazy. I had this conversation last night. I was at the studio, and we were talking about CP3, and we were talking about LeBron, and like, if CP3 had if he had just done more, if he had more,
If he would just not choked another 2-0 lead.
But that's
in
what
the
I'm saying,
playoffs. He's the common denominator every time on these teams.
Every time.
It is him. It is his fault.
It's not James Harden. It's not Mike D'Antoni. It's not whoever we're talking about.
It's
Chris Paul.
It's Chris Paul every single time, and it's crazy because LeBron, he's one of those players where
Doc Rivers either. Clear Doc Rivers' name.
Literally.
Them Clippers fans try to kill Doc for that shit. Nah, Chris.
Man. And what's crazy? I really like Doc Rivers. I'll say it on the podcast. I used to be a Clippers fan way back when. Man, I used to be a Clippers fan way back when. Now I'm not even gonna say recently transitioned. It's been about 5 years since I've been a Lakers fan. So
the year before though. We got in that argument before on here.
It's okay.
But it's just crazy. You know what? I respect him because of all players that get you to switch from the Clippers to the Lakers, Lonzo Ball's your guy.
And it wasn't even Lonzo, bro. I feel like it was just the fact that the Clippers broke up. They just weren't the same team anymore.
It was no more Lob City.
It was Blake. It was no more Blake. No more.
They dropped Jamal Crawford, your favorite player. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was done. It was a wrap. It wasn't my team anymore. Fuck it. I'm going to Lakers.
That's so funny.
Fuck it. I'm going to the Lakers.
I respect it.
But yeah, man, LeBron is one of those players where I just feel like he's done so much in the league where he's old now, and he really should hang it up. But he's earned those last few years in the league.
Where stinker,
he's
still gonna play 30+ minutes a game, and he's gonna be negative 15 the whole time.
You got the rings, my friend. You got the accolades. You've gone to more conference finals than any other player in the fucking league.
Yeah, no. He can't carry it.
He's the only player. Not the only player, but he's. To get past the 3-1 deficit,
and that's what I'm saying. LeBron, he's
the greatest team ever created.
He's earned that few years left that he has. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's just
he's allowed to stink it up.
You know what I'm saying?
He's gonna be
even if it's just a role player.
Whatever team he hops on with his kid, and that's gonna be his last year, and then he hangs it up.
Even if he's just out there just
celebrating top of bottles.
15 points a game,
Is Bronny is?
Bronny's going to OKC.
Nah, because they're gonna have good draft picks, and Bronny is a mid-round to late-round pick, and the only reason they're picking them is so we get one more year of Bron.
That's what I'm saying.
So OKC's not gonna be middle to bottom though.
Yeah, we'll see.
Anywho. Congratulations to the Warriors.
But,
you guys took care of them, even though
You know
Jordan
what? It
Poole's
was
a piece
scary.
of shit who injured Ja.
It was Jordan. No.
Yes,
I'm not
that was
gonna stay
disgusting
here and
fucking
say
play
that that's what
by
happened. No.
Nah, Jordan Poole twisted his knee while he was fighting for the ball. 20-point game, and he was playing dirty. Sick fucking bastard.
No,
No
I'm not
respect.
gonna go out here and say all that.
Of course you're not, because that's
I
your
might have
team.
to go back and look at that. But
But there's another clip of like where potentially John Morant could have hurt himself.
I see. Yeah, your Warriors narratives are running wild.
I'm running with it. Fuck the bullshit. We almost got smoked.
Yes,
Because Dylan Brooks
dude.
dropped
If question marks
30
were a
points
player.
on us.
Yeah.
30
Dylan Brooks.
points, bro. And then before Steph got heated up in the fourth quarter, he was like 4 for 17.
Yeah, no, he was buns.
Bro, really stinking it up.
Like-
Game 6, Clay came alive. We saw glimpses of the great player that is Klay Thompson.
I know, even though he's been like the worst
He's
player out
been
of
the worst
four,
part of that team. Draymond is doing what he needs to do. He's setting the pace.
dropping 4 points.
Fuck
off
it,
of
bro.
strictly free throws and
Fuck it,
keeping
dog.
pushing.
He had a dunk in that game. Fuck it.
Oh my god. But some of his turnovers are starting to get ugly. So that's like my one thing.
It's, you know what, they're trying to play like it's fucking 2016 and it's not anymore. We
Because they
don't,
keep trying to run that like top of the post Draymond.
we don't
making
need to
splashy
fucking
shits
huck
and-
the ball. We
you
don't
know.
need this much ball movement anymore. The game has changed.
That
you got
little-
faster players on the court.
That
now.
little fruity ass play they run with Steph and Poole where they lock arms and whoop de woo around, that shit was. I'm not gonna say it.
Stay
but
mad.
It's giving.
Stay mad. Hey yo.
It's giving zesty.
Yeah, it was giving. It was giving golden. It was giving Bay Area. If you know what I mean. It was giving Frisco.
So let's shout out to YSL. Let's give it Atlanta.
Straight up. And that's on what?
Period. Stop.
Hey, you know we need the button.
No, we're not getting the period button, bro.
We gotta get the clickbait.
Oh, brother. We'll get it set up.
So, well, I'm glad the Warriors made it past the Grizzlies. I think the Grizzlies were the scariest. Because they had our number for so long, and the fact that they won a game without John Morant by 40 points.
Yeah, that was crazy. That
Crazy,
was nuts.
like,
I was like, okay. this
Turnovers.
became
They're not.
interesting.
They weren't playing aggressive. Whatever. I
Bro,
mean,
and like every single team that was just winning, you guys were like, it was either them shooting like 70% from the field, like they weren't missing, or you guys just weren't missing like the whole series.
yeah.
We're not gonna talk about the East because who gives a fuck?
I care about the East.
76ers
Miami
got
and-
smoked. 76ers got packed
And
up.
Danny Green's career is over.
Yeah, no, his career is
What?
over.
It's over.
Danny Green?
Yes.
Why? He injured himself?
No,
No, he didn't just in. Yes.
Oh god.
Joel Embiid was flopping and
Oh,
flopped
God.
into his knee and like destroyed him. Like
Oh,
very
God,
badly.
it's over.
No, it's very ugly.
He's 35 years old.
It's over.
He's
It's not-
35.
Yeah, it's over.
Danny Green is 35.
Yeah, it's over.
Bro, he's cooked.
How long has he been in the league for?
Don't quote me on that. I'm not even gonna.
08? Nah, 09-ish.
I'm not
I was
gonna
gonna
get
say
into
he's been
that.
in the league for a while.
He's
Like,
been, I mean,
I
Spurs
remember he
legend.
was in his 20s for the longest. so,
Spurs
like,
legend. That, and he's had a mohawk the entire career. Disgusting. Grow up. Anywho, what else were we talking about? East, yeah,
Let's talk about the Celtics and the Bucks real quick.
Game 7. Greatest
close in the first half.
player on the planet, just couldn't get it all the way done.
Yeah, it's not his fault.
He dropped 20 points, 20 rebounds. Like, you know, he did everything he could.
It's
but
not
no,
his fault.
No Chris Middleton. The fact that they pushed it to 7 games, I think, is impressive because
I agree.
I thought it was going to be over in like 6 or 5, just
Yeah.
because this C's team really has it together, and it's big.
It's scary.
They really figured it out. And it's crazy because like the coaching changed.
Yeah, that's what it is as well.
Literally just the coaching change.
I think that on the last 2 series that we talked about, Suns versus Mavs,
Yeah.
and Celtics and Bucks, I think that's going to be like a huge theme in the next couple of years.
Yeah.
I do like Giannis versus Tatum a lot.
Yeah,
I love that matchup, and I
sure.
love the beef between Luka and D
Booker,
Book.
yeah.
Oh my god!
'Cause it's real.
We're in store for some good fucking basketball. Like
Luka's
They both
Luka's
talk
cold
shit. This
hearted.
is hilarious.
no, Luka's a killer, bro.
Luka's a killer, and Booker's like
When he comes alive,
poker-
he's
poker.
like.
yeah,
I don't know. I hope Booker stays consistent this like during the series because honestly, like
Lil Wayne is funny as fuck. Luca a hoe. He really tweeted that shit. And then did you see what he tweeted out yesterday?
No, what did he say?
It was a fake tweet. That was
Okay,
funny.
word. But yeah, I think. Oh, my hot take is that the two teams that made it to the finals last year only made it there because of injuries. I don't think that's
100%.
super hot because I don't think the Suns are
110%.
seeing the Lakers without AD, and I don't think that the Bucks are beating a fully healthy Nets team like
Not at
the
all.
fully healthy Nets team.
I don't know. Giannis is different.
Giannis is
Giannis
that
is the
guy.
best player in the world.
Giannis is different.
Absolutely.
No doubt.
Uncontested.
6'11" point guard.
Predictions for this is conference finals now.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got Warriors in 6.
I got Warriors in 6, and I got Celtics in 5.
I can never root for the Celtics, and I will never predict for the Celtics. So Miami
Honestly,
Heat in 7.
7, yeah.
I have to root for Tyler Hero.
Celtics in 5.
What's his name playing in Miami right now?
Who? Duncan Robinson,
No, fucking
Tyler Hero,
No.
Kyle Lowry, Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
Yes, he is the star. But in playoff, Jimmy Butler is different.
Yeah.
He's
Okay,
legit.
I got Miami in 6.
Oof.
I don't know if they're gonna 6. big
Miami
dog.
in 7. Hopes and prayers and thoughts.
I got season
They have
5.
2 undrafted players starting for them.
I got season 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is what it is.
I'm not
It
gonna
is what
respect
it
it.
is.
I'm
You
not
know
gonna
what? The
appreciate you.
Celtics are going crazy this year. They're a really nice team. I've been catching the highlights.
Chris, we're
and shit
Lakers
from them,
fans.
so,
We cannot do this.
I mean,
You can like Tatum. I think that's as far
No.
as
No.
I think that's
As
as
a-
far as
you
you
know-
get. Is if you're a diehard Lakers fan, the most you gotta like Tatum. You gotta like Tatum.
I think as a Lakers fan, and it's like I said, I'm a recent Lakers fan, but I think that like you might not be able to support Boston, but you have to respect them as a team.
No, sir.
Like,
Yeah,
Fuck the
I
Celtics.
don't agree with that.
Fuck
yeah.
Boston.
I don't know,
Fuck
bro.
all of Boston. Anywho. No. Oh, NFL schedules got released. I predicted all of your guys' teams because I was trying to get some interactions out of you out of Twitter. I was bored as fuck.
I seen that, and I was like, I seen the Eagles one, and I was just like, shut the fuck up, Evan.
Oh, okay.
It
I
wasn't
was
bad
actually
though. It was
being
like
nice
it was
to
like
you.
7 and 11, right?
Yeah, which I think is very fun. I gave you Raiders. I got them at 8 and 10, and I think that Pittsburgh Steelers 9 and 9.
Let's look at this.
I didn't know if he peeped it because it's kind
I
of
looked at it, but I didn't like really get into it. I was telling Evan, I think the Chiefs are gonna fall off super hard next year.
We'll see.
And we
They
really
had literally like one of the best drafts,
and we really don't know how good the Broncos are gonna be.
And then I mean you got
It's fuck the Chargers.
Let's see it.
Chargers own you guys.
It's fuck the Chargers.
Justin Herbert will drag his nuts across.
We
your
gonna see it. We
fucking
faced them week
face.
1. We gonna see
Faced
it.
in week
You
1.
really think that Chandler Jones is gonna be hot shit? And that's
Hey,
like
bro.
the biggest thing.
Wait,
you guys-
let's put some money on it. Let's put money. Let's put a dub on this on week 1. You put a dub on the Chargers. I will shake on it on camera. Come on, Mr. Parlay.
God damn it, man! I'm
You're
trying to kill
going
my
for the
addiction.
Chargers?
It's my sister's favorite team. It was my dad's
Come on.
favorite team. I've only
Come
ever been
on.
to Chargers games.
Shake
I'm
my
not gonna
head.
lie. If you do it, I low key want to dub for that too, though. I'm not gonna lie.
On the Chargers?
I got the Raiders.
Oh, you already shook my head.
I got the Raiders. I'm gonna let you have it. I don't want to take your bread.
You got. Oh, he said he don't want to take your money. You could be up.
This now.
You could be $40 up. Oh, come on.
Justin Herbert, I need you, brother.
When does the season start? We'll see you. We'll see you in September, bitch.
Yeah, you know when we're gonna.
And we're recording the next day.
Oh, and you know what day you guys are playing on, right?
Is it Memorial Day?
9/11, baby.
brother.
Oh shit!
It's gonna be an explosive
And we're knocking
game,
down
ladies
your
and
new
gentlemen.
We're blowing bitches up. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That
thank you
was
to the
terrible.
new listeners, the old listeners, the people who've been rocking with us since the
Indeed.
first minute all the way to the last minute. Ain't shit free. I am Brandon.
Yeah.
I am Ev.
I'm your boy Kosher.
And we're out of here.
Ain't shit
Yeah.
free,
Have a
baby.
great
Till
weekend.
next time.
Peace.